What's up, YouTube? We are back with another episode. Now, listen, right after this video, we will be doing a Zoom meeting with my members, with my Patreon people. This will be right after that. So make sure y'all don't got nothing to do. It's gonna be good. If y'all miss it, it will be recorded. But yeah, so make sure y'all come through right after this live. We're gonna head over for the members only, for the Zoom and stuff like that. That'll be right after this live. All right. Looking forward to it. Hopefully everything works. This is my first time doing Zoom on my laptop. So make sure y'all come through. What's up, everybody? This is definitely gonna be a show. And I'm in my red draw. So we're really gonna get into some things that I really need y'all advice and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna have another session with a female on next week. So I need some advice about intimacy and a lot of things we're gonna get advice. So I want y'all definitely want to hear y'all thoughts, especially if you active, you know what I mean. So I want to talk to y'all next week. I'm gonna talk to y'all after this live because we got to do something. I want to make sure that I last longer than 6 minutes. Okay, I want to make sure that I last longer than 6 minutes because so that was in February, and this time we got to make sure that she get pregnant. All right, because we definitely want to have a family channel. We're not gonna have a special guest. I don't think. We shall see, but I do want to have a family channel, right? So we definitely, I want y'all in the building, and the sole purpose is us so she can conceive, so we can have a family channel, and also many other tax benefits you can have of having a son. It will look really good. Black man got a son, have a YouTube channel. We make all son or daughter content, twins, so make me a triplet, so make me different. Great for content that would be put to work. Okay, so I'm not gonna change my mind on that. All right, so but we're here back with another video, all right? Because I'm thinking about it all the time. All the time I'm thinking about it. And I definitely got to do it. And I'm already telling her I love her. You know what I'm saying? Keep getting the vibe right. Okay. So I'm definitely ready for kids. Okay. After I saw how much money them family channels, because my nieces, that's all they watch is family channels. I'm like, oh, this is some good money that they making. I'm like, oh my God, the money that I will be able to make with a family channel. All right, definitely doing that. Okay, so and if she get conceived now, probably about almost in the fall, Anyway, but we're gonna definitely talk to y'all after this live. Okay, make sure y'all share. We got a long video to do. I hope that it's gonna be long. Okay, but we are here. We are talking about some people today that we took a break from talking about, and we had a beautiful phone call with some producers about Armon. We had a phone call with him and other people, and we said we want to talk about him. But I said in the phone, I will only talk about you when it's relevant. And I've always said it. So we personally took a break because he predicted that I can't stop talking about him for 3 days, and we done that more than the 3 days. And so now I said, hey, he's relevant in the news, so we definitely have to talk about him. We will be talking about Milagro Gramz. Now, I want to give y'all a little, little thing to make you feel comfortable. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable in this live. I get that. I understand that. And a lot of people, they watch our show and don't acknowledge us. It's not about the credit. So we think Neighborhood Ninja is his name. Yeah. He said the right thing. Thank you. It's not about the credit. It was the wrong word that I used. It's about the acknowledgement. People don't acknowledge the Wiley Show, but they watch. So we definitely got a lot of stuff to discuss. They watch our show. They just don't acknowledge our existence from these blogs and most of my colleagues here on the YouTube streets, but that's fine. You don't have to acknowledge, but just keep that same energy. Some of y'all have to do it because y'all acknowledging our content without saying our name. And thank God that we are here, that we can just really dive into it. Yes, we'll be talking about Armon Wiggins' 4-hour live that he did, drunk high live that he did, very a heterosexual phobia live that he did. So we definitely will be diving into that on this particular Sunday. So we definitely have a lot of stuff that we're going to discuss in it as well, and we definitely going to dive into it. I mean, heterosexual phobia. I'm like, I really want to talk to the black women. I don't know, what do you call it when a gay man call you the B word? Is it heterosexual phobia? I think it's heterosexual phobia, honestly. Because I'm like, what the world? You calling black women bees? But we're going to definitely get into it. I personally want to call it heterosexual phobia. And I personally give you the permission that if a black gay man call you the B word, you have a right to call him everything else in the alphabet. Period, point. But I don't believe in that. You could just insult me, but because you take stuff up your back door, up your butt, that you could just call me bees, fish, and all. I can't say nothing. Oh, I'm just not one of them type of people. Absolutely not. You ain't gonna keep calling me no B, and I can't call you the S word and the F word and all that. That's gonna have to cease. I don't know what you talking. I don't know who raised you. I'm talking about your mama, your sister, your brother. I'm talking about everybody gonna get it at the end of the day. There ain't nowhere in the world you gonna keep calling me a bald-headed B, and I got to be limited on what the world I can say. And I don't see that outrage. I personally think that is unfair in today's society, that gay men have the license to criticize black women, call them bees, talk about the odor of the yoni, but they can't say the F word, the S word. They can't say none of that, or they automatically would be labeled transphobic. That to me is what I call, it is so unfair. It is so unfair. It is unfair to the point that you can wear as a gay man a shirt that describes these 3 letters, right? And say that it's like a double standard, but a black woman could put on that same shirt and she will be criticized. She will be ostracized. She will be, oh my gosh, she will be canceled. But you mean to tell me that a black gay man could just criticize a black woman, call her bees and bald-headed bees, say that she got all type of viruses, say that her mom got all type of viruses, but soon as they put it on them, they're automatically transformed. I just don't understand that, black women. I don't understand it. And then you give money and you feed that energy. I just don't understand it, black women. I don't understand it at all. Ain't nowhere in the world that I'm going to sit there and let you keep calling me bees and I can't say nothing. As soon as I come out and say the F word, I'm automatically. Yeah, I just don't understand it at all. And I'm just going to keep it all the way real. 1,000%. Ain't nowhere in the world you just gonna keep calling me out my name, keep calling me bees and all that stuff, and I can't say nothing. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't nowhere in the world that I'm gonna go with that type of criticism. I'm just gonna keep it real. All right, so let's go. We're gonna dive into this. I just have to make that the introduction when you first come up into something that soak into your mind to make you think about all that type of stuff, to make it you think about it. Now we're gonna get a lot of stuff that we're gonna discuss about it. I want to say this. We are cordial with these people on YouTube. Everybody having a title today, we are cordial with these people, but these people are not my friends. I don't pretend like they're my friends. These are people that colleagues, okay, that we talk about. But these ain't my friends, all right? But let's get into the topics. Now, this one particular subject is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy, but we got to talk about it. Let's bring this 14-year-old boy here. This boy is being charged with first degree murder. His mother was in a restaurant at Maxwell right here in Chicago, and the guy slapped her. The guy had slapped the woman, punched her multiple times, and so she decided to tell her son to go get your weapon and eliminate the threat. So he started popping the man. The man ran out in the parking lot of the Maxwell restaurant, the Maxwell Polo. You get the nice Maxwell Polos with onions and everything. The man ran out in the parking lot. The son proceeded to follow the man and proceeded to pop the man. Now, the family is definitely came out and Yata Hood said this, and I want to read what she said verbatim. She said, "I first want to say sending my condolences to the victim's family. I'm sorry for y'all loss. I am praying for you all in your difficult time as well. But my cousin was the victim. Everyone has had their opinion. My family is choosing to not be in the uproar of the internet. We watched so many negative things being said before the video was leaked, hurtful, when you knew the truth, but also goes to show y'all will believe anything and y'all feed off negativity. My cousin, who is a black young man, graduated with honors, but nobody knew that a couple of months ago when when we were celebrating him. I bet y'all didn't know he was a son in the Chirac movie or the extra and the Shy. Go ahead and look it up because I forgot. Media don't show the good. My cousin who owned multiple small businesses, but y'all never knew that until this. Social media worded things negatively because they had nothing but bad to say about either of them. My cousin isn't a thug nor affiliated with anything like that. Typically love like they typically love to do. His mom, who is a hardworking, smart black woman, the evidence as anybody has more extended videos or valid witness that was there that night could contact us. As my family is going through this difficult time, we're asking for more media attention to get the truth out. My cousin picture was up and down y'all timeline. Do it again with the post and the GoFundMe. Do it again so we can get the truth out, and do it again that they can come home. But again, because Facebook is trying to delete the video and the truth, tags Kim Fox, we can get the highlight on the case. All the allegations, the news said that were false. They said we, as a humble family, aren't saying too much because we know we gonna win this case. If you would like to support the, please click the GoFundMe link. Okay, so here we go. So, but it's the thing. First and foremost, this post seems so heartfelt, but these are the facts. Your cousin, sis, is a ruthless thug. Your cousin was ordered by his mother to go get his weapon that was on him to eliminate the man. Once the man was hurt in the restaurant and ran to the parking lot, your ruthless thug cousin decided to follow him outside to eliminate him. So he's no victim. He may have graduated from honors with high school, but what he did was very vicious and it was not good at all. We saw the video. I talked to multiple people on the street. The mother ordered that man hit. They're not going to charge him just to be charging him. They have strong evidence that that son and mother have done it, right? You cannot go out there and pop somebody and they running away. The threat is gone. He didn't have no weapon. You follow him in the parking lot. I'm in the city of Chicago. I've talked to people, and those are the things that's going on and stuff like that. Was the mother a victim? She could have been a victim. But when she decided to put her son and get her son involved into this type of stuff, then no, she's no longer a victim. She is, because somebody, their family member is gone, all right? They're grieving off the loss. I don't give a doggone. You defend if you get rid of my family member, you going to prison. And that's why they have not dropped the charges, because this 14-year-old boy decided to listen to his mother and go and follow somebody outside. Now, do I believe that this young boy should be in prison for life? No. If I had a choice of who should get charges dropped, I believe the son should serve about 20 years in prison, right? I believe the mother should get life because you brought your baby in it. He was not 14. You brought him in to do that. Right? He should get some years because somebody family member have died. If one of your family members died, you won't be up here giving no sympathy. You will want justice. You will want him in prison. You will want him under the jail cell. Ain't nowhere in the world you will be preaching or want him out of here. Nowhere in the world. Because it's the problem. These 14-year-old boys are not your typical 14-year-old boy. They're carjacking. They're deleting people. They are a menace to society. And I definitely believe he should be thrown in jail, and his wicked mother should be thrown in jail, because what she did, she set her own son up for failure. And I believe that Kim Fox, why are you getting up out of here? Because we interviewed Kim Fox, Cook County State's attorney. She's about to leave here. But I do believe you need to be tough on crime and send a message, because if you let this young boy get off, then everybody can get their son just to eliminate people. This is wrong, because the man was leaving. The man have left the restaurant, was already injured and he proceeded to go and delete them. The videos is out there. I've seen the video. I work in media. Think I didn't see the video? I have. Y'all not here in Chicago. Y'all looking on the outside. And when it comes to this particular case, this young man, I don't believe he was just, oh, goody, because how in the world you get a gun? Who gun was it registered to? And once we get more facts, I can guarantee you that this mother ain't getting off. This son, they will fight really hard because he's a minor. They're going to try to keep this in juvenile court, but it also could be challenged to try him as an adult, because when they deleted that police officer, those teenagers believe that black police officer, some of them were teens, they are trying them as an adult. They need to be tough on crime. Crime is it's outrageous in Chicago. And the reason why a lot of people want Kim Foxx out of there, because they feel like she's too soft on crime. And she overzealous when it comes to charging police officers, but then she's really giving these ruthless thugs slaps on the wrist. So no, I don't think he should be free. I think he should be thrown in, and I can guarantee he won't be free. All right. And I will be going to that trial, and I'll be in every single court date reporting on this, because I don't think he should be free at all. Because if somebody was to delete your family member, you'd be the first one that's saying he needs to spend the rest of his life in jail, because what he did was wrong. His mother was wrong, because no good mother will tell their son, why don't you go, mama, and get the weapon and delete that? You put it on your son to do that. Then wanted the son to delete another man that was laughing, and somebody took it out of his hand. Like he was about to go after somebody else. Okay? Ain't no way in the world. All right? So I don't think he's gonna get free at all. Not the way they doing and stuff like that. I don't think so. And he's in jail now. Then the family up there asking for a GoFundMe. I ain't donate $1 to that GoFundMe. For what? For I ain't donate $1. I'm actually encouraging them to give them time. They asked for $25,000, and they only raised $2,600. That's only how much they raised. They're requesting money right now. Ain't no way in the world I'm donating $1 to that ruthless thug and that ruthless thug family. Ain't no way in the world, because what they did was wrong. Now, was the guy wrong for hitting the woman? Absolutely. I'm not denying that. And when he popped him in the restaurant with the weapon, okay. But when you followed him outside in the parking lot, which the video display is out there, when he followed him outside and proceeded to hit him again once the threat was already gone, you followed him out in the parking lot. So come on now, like that's completely wrong. Why would you go out there and follow somebody when the threat has already been neutralized? You have already popped him. Let him be, but you followed him outside the parking lot, in the parking lot, and you popped him. So that's why I do believe this young man is guilty. I do believe he needs to be charged to the full extent of the law, and I do believe he needs to be charged as an adult. I do believe anybody that carjacked in this city or in this state should be charged as an adult. They should not be charged as juvenile, because if you decide to do grown man things, you should have grown man consequence, just like those young men that deleted that police officer, that got off of work, that did work, and was out there a good, productive citizen, paid our taxes. I do believe they should be charged as an adult, and I do believe they should bring back the death penalty in this state, because there's no way in the world that these young men get to go around and terrorize hardworking people and don't get the consequences like that. I don't believe that. I do believe that they need to have severe consequences to deter the next generation from doing this foolish activity. Period. Now, what really happened? I do believe they're going to make an example out of this. And I'm going to keep y'all updated with this case. We're going to every single trial date. We're going to be there covering this trial, because this is what we're going to do it 1,000%. I'm sorry. All this progressive light on crime stuff, it don't work. They need somebody to be tough on crime. Lock these criminals up that's committing crime immediately. All of this soft on crime does not work. It never worked. They need to be slapping these people with decades in prison, especially those people that carjack. They need to get 50 years in prison. You take my car and get 50 years, because I don't believe that you should be walking around free. People work hard for their vehicles. I just talked to a Lyft driver. He was viciously attacked. He was just driving Lyft, just minding his business, paying his taxes. They beat him up. And I do believe that those criminals should at least get 80 years in prison. There's no way in the world you going to steal my vehicle that I worked hard for, get 80 to 90 years. There's no way in the world that these criminals get to walk around free in this country. I'm not going to have it. I stand on that. And this young brother, he done some very thuggish things. And yes, Kim Fox, you need to stand up and make an example out of this young man and his wicked mother, probably on food stamps. Make sure she get the type of sentencing that she deserved because she forced her son to do this criminal act. She need to get life in prison. Her son needs to get a minimum of 20 years in prison. 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 I don't care if you do it. I'm not about to go delete somebody and fall them out in the parking lot. I don't like my mama that much to go and commit a crime and be and facing her life in prison. Not gonna happen. Now, I'll duke my hands and go back to that, but I'm not going to follow you outside the restaurant, pop you outside the restaurant once the threat was already due. I don't like you that much, and I'm not about to go commit no crime for you at all. I'm not that stupid like this young man is. Yes, you was hanging around and you done celebrity. Yes, you was in the Chi. Yes, you was in Chirac, but you clicked on this behavior, and yes, you should be charged 1,000%. When it comes to that, ain't no way in the world I'm going to be doing all the time. I don't like you that much to be going to combine and going to delete you. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm going to man up when I've deleted you by just walking away, turn the other cheek, cooperate with authorities, get you arrested. But I'm not about to go pick up no weapon that's probably not even registered, which you broke the law because you got to have your weapon registered, and you got to be a minimum of 18 years old, and you got to have your card. You just cannot just be having a weapon in Chicago. The gun laws are very tough. So you have already broken the law. And yes, I do believe that Cook County State's Attorney's Office, Kim Fox, to make sure to make an example out of this ruthless thug and his ruthless thug mother. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. Now, I don't believe that the son is innocent. I don't believe that at all. I hear what y'all say. Oh my God, the son is innocent. The mother is innocent. I don't believe that at all. I do believe that they should be 1,000% locked behind bars, and I'm glad that they were locked up. I'm so glad that it was locked up. I don't have no sympathy at all for what happened to this young man and also his mother. When I am upset that a black man did put his hands on a black woman, yes, I'm upset about that. But it didn't take it for to be eliminated. The way that he got, no, I don't believe that. No, that was wrong for what he did. 1,000%. Hold on, y'all. Let me re-drink let me put some more water in my cup. All right. So I had to put some more water in here. All right, because of those could have other. So yes, I don't believe it at all. And yes, she should be locked up. And we will shall see how this gonna play. I do believe that the son may handle that he was under duress by his mother. He may get off, but I do believe that mother should definitely serve some time. And also the son, minimum of 20 years. Hard labor, work on the field. Go pluck up some peaches and oranges and collard greens and make the railroad, build the railroad, the railroad tracks and the expressways. Go out in Philly and go rebuild the bridge that was destroyed. That's what I believe that should happen 1,000% in my humble opinion. And we'll open up the phone lines, but this is how I feel, and this is how I feel at all. But what this young man did, he should definitely serve the rest of his life in prison. 1,000%. And that's what I believe. And I do believe that at all. And we shall see it. Hopefully he get a good lawyer that fight for him, but we shall see. Okay. I'm totally against what the son did. It was wrong. It was illegal. And I do, on the behalf of the victim's family, he need to spend the rest of his hard labor, very hard labor. He need to be out in the field sweating, picking cotton for the rest of his life. For what he did was completely wrong. And his mother was wrong. What kind of mother will tell their son to go and put up a weapon and all of that? Okay. I just don't want to. I just don't want to say that at all. I don't want to say that at all. Okay, and I definitely are going to make sure that we cover this trial. It's going to be covered. We're going to cover it all day long. We're going to cover this trial. We're going to be the first ones to cover the trial and be there 1,000%. We're going to cover this trial and give y'all more information. But yeah, I do believe he should get 20 years more in prison. And we are definitely open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. To the end. Keep commenting in the chat because ain't nowhere in the world that I'm going to have all this type of stuff when this goes on 1,000%. You definitely do that as all. Okay. Okay. And I definitely believe it. And the reason why I'm saying it because it's right. It's wrong. He needs to be out there picking some cotton. All right. Moving on. I'm just saying that. He needs to be out there picking up some cotton immediately. Now let's go and to talk about this situation. Let's just talk about. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't want to move on too quickly because I see y'all in here commenting all over the social media streets. I see y'all in here commenting. So y'all bear with me here. It's nice and windy out here, which I love this wind. Give me a second here. Because I see y'all. We will open up the phone lines and get. I'm not reading the comments because again, y'all have to call in or y'all super chat if you really want me to see something to respond to your comment. Okay, all right. Because this is how I feel, and I do believe we will be at the trial for this. I was looking for a trial to go to, and this trial, I definitely, if it be a trial, if the mother saw she had plead, I wouldn't even go to trial. Why even roll the dice like that? You poor. All right, I won't even do that. Okay, and then y'all didn't even donate to them people GoFundMe so they can hire a better lawyer. Right then and there, they literally have a public defender. Y'all did all that talk and they even donate to the lawyer right now to get them out. Didn't even post the bill or anything like that. So we should definitely see how this should definitely go off stuff like that. And so yes, so we definitely went and we do it all that type of say. So they poor people. So I definitely they didn't even hardly donate to that. They're going to got 2,000. They need more than 2,000 because this is definitely a serious crime that they definitely going to need like $100,000. Okay, they need like $100,000. This may go to trial. Mm-hmm. All right, definitely. All right, definitely deleted somebody. He definitely should go to jail for the rest of his life, in his mother's life, okay? It's 300 people that's viewing this, 300 years that they both do combined, all right? Hard labor. I just want to say that. Okay, let's move on. Now, I want to say this because I'm minding my own business like I always do. I sit here, I mind my own business. I don't bother a soul when it comes to this situation because I just seriously just mind my own business. So, when we got the update that Armon was addressing Saucy Santana, even though we broke this story about Saucy Santana a couple of days ago, we literally broke the story about this young brother going to Memphis and scamming the promoter because we do got word from the city itself that they did not fund to book Saucy Santana. They made it crystal clear what they booked for the testing, for the equipment, for the event, but they did not pay money to book an artist. So let's make that crystal clear. The mic and stuff. The promoter paid his personal funds to book Saucy, but he lied to the public because he said that Saucy scammed out the taxpayers. That's a lie. He scammed you out of your money, sir, not the city of Atlanta. Right? The city of Atlanta, the city of Memphis, the city of Memphis, they gave him money for the mics, for the venue, but they did not give money to book an artist. The promoter, he paid his own personal funds to book Saucy Santana. Now, unless he got some updated information, unless the city is lying, but that's what the city told me, and that's what the city had told the media, and that's what they're sticking on. So I'm going to make that crystal clear that the city of Memphis did not give any money to book Saucy Santana. They gave money for him to get the venue, the microphones, and all of that to throw an event, but not to book the artist. All right, they make that crystal clear. Even though he probably used some of the money anyway to book Saucy, but that's between him and the city. Now let's get into Armon responding to Saucy Santana. Now I did tell y'all that Saucy did do a live and that he was talking about, myself. He was talking about Wiley. He was talking about a multitude of people there. And then he also was talking about the Popeyes chicken, about in his rider, about the Red Bull, and about the Fiji water, and about all these multiple things that he's supposed to do, that he's supposed to have in his rider. We would have not known that, but because the guy have sent it to me, to other people out there on the internet, the neighborhood talk, we were able to see what was in this man rider. And then also he came out, he was performing in Canada, and he went on and out there saying, I had this 1942, I have all this stuff in my rider, this is what I do, and I get my black towels, etc. Then Armon Wiggins, he took offense to it because everybody in the chat was being messy, assumed, because he didn't say any names, let's make that clear, he didn't even say my name, but people in the chat were tagging me, and they were also tagging Armon Wiggins. And so he took offense to that. And then, of course, he did not see the full video. He just took the word of his people. And he said, hey, I went on there and I took the word of my people. And you were talking about me. And he did a whole 4-hour live and he was roasting and gagging. But the word that we got back from some sources, they're saying that Armon was upset because Saucy refused to come on his show. He actually refused to come on the show multiple times. And they said no. So that's the word that we got. And of course, we dropped it on our website. And then also he was talking about how Saucy Santana is trash and that he's a big wide man with a beard, and that his songs are flops and all of that stuff. But let's be crystal clear. Saucy does make some good popular songs. I mean, songs are being played in the club. When he goes on tour, they offer him money. Is he got the offering like a Little Nas X? No. But he gets 30 to 40,000. But Armon Wiggins are not getting booked nowhere. He's not getting a booking like a Saucy Santana. And when you compare Saucy Santana monthly streams in this particular way, because the way he was beating up on Saucy Santana, let's be clear, he gets way more traction than Armon Wiggins on his music on any good day. And you just compare the two, and let's just say that we just gonna compare, and we're not trying to be messy, but you know what I'm saying, because he always compare women. So let's compare him. Saucy Santana gets 1.4 million monthly streams, 1.4 million monthly streams. Armon Wiggins right now, he gets on his Spotify 965 monthly listeners. I'm gonna say it again, 965 monthly, not even 1,000 monthly listeners. His biggest hit that he got was Deposit Your Check 24,000. Saucy Santana biggest hit. Saucy biggest hit was literally 57 million. That one song material go wipe out everything that Armon Wiggins try to do. Okay? Wipe out everything that he tried to do. And this ain't Photoshop. These are real receipts. All right. And then a lot of people criticize Saucy Santana is because he's obese. Let's be clear. In the gay community, they don't like obese black men. They're very distant about that. They want black gay men to all have bodies. It is what they're obsessed with that. They don't like it. Even though it's a lane out there for a plus size, because the average man is kind of built like Saucy, a little everybody. And let's be clear, every gay man ain't got a six-pack, ain't got tattoos, ain't like that. Okay, let's be crystal clear on that. Let's be crystal clear on that. But because of how Saucy Santana look, he's an obese man and he loves to eat. They could just beat up on him. But let's be clear, him being obese, he makes a lot of money. Armon Wiggins wish he made the money like Saucy Santana is making on shows. Armon is trying to get into the music industry and he don't have no way of the impact. Armon got a new record coming out with a female, I believe, Rolly or whomever he have it. He's trying to pick up traction. But again, when it comes to Saucy, he outdo Armon Wiggins 3 million to 955 monthly listeners. And these are facts. These are all facts here. And we're not doing anything better, anything different than what Armon Wiggins have been criticizing a lot on these female rappers. He always compared a Spotify monthly listeners. So I'm just taking a page from what he's doing, and I'm comparing his monthly listener, 955, to Saucy Santana, almost 2 million monthly listeners. So let's be crystal clear on that. Now let's also talk about how Saucy Santana, he have lost some support and all that. Well, again, I can't really speak on that because Saucy was never really considered a mainstream act. Never was. He never was. He never performed on mainstream stages like that, like mainstream stages like that. He always been like pre-show type of person, but he do get booked. He got booked from Canada. He got booked out there in many other parts of this country. He got booked in Nashville. He got booked out in a lot of places. Armon Wiggins wish he can get booked. He's still begging to be on Bad Boys and got mad at Bad Boys because they didn't book him. So let's be clear here. Even though what Santana did was wrong, he should have paid them people back their money. That's a fact. I agree with Armon Wiggins on that. But to criticize him saying that his music is all trash, brother, your biggest hit, Armon Wiggins, let's be clear because we ain't no hater. Your biggest hit that you have on Spotify is literally your biggest hit is 24,000 listeners. When you posted your income, you posted it. You said, hey, let me show people how much I made. You made $1,000 off streams. 1,000. It took you years to get it. And most of the streams, no shade, it's coming from you. You're the main one streaming your own records. And everybody that I see that do that, they fast forward through. I even fast forward through the song. Like you're trying to force people to like your records. You're the one that's doing all the streams. Okay? He said that this song is trash, that song is trash, that song is trash. But let's be clear, numbers don't lie. It's more than Armon Wiggins numbers. And half y'all showing love to Armon, but y'all don't give them same numbers when he releases his music. Y'all only support him when he's drunk, high, and dragging black women and dragging Santana. When this man want to read them cards and shovel those cards, he only get 500. He only get 500 views, 200 views. But when he get high, snorted up his nose, and get drunk and call women bees and call Santana all these type of words, y'all eat it up. But when he release a song, you don't watch it, you don't stream it, you don't even buy it. You don't do it. Y'all don't even sit there and stream his music. Didn't even buy it. When did you last time you bought Armon Wiggins record? Show me the receipts that you bought his record. I can. But I can talk about it. We buy his records. It's only about 1, 2, 3. He only made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records. That's about $5. Did you buy each up? Nope. You ain't buy it. Please. Let's get into the views. Let's get into the views of the music. Give me a second. Okay. Let's get into the views of the music. Let's first go to Saucy Santana. Let's go to his latest record here. And I'm just being honest here. Okay. We open up the phone lines for Armon Wiggins fans, and we love y'all dearly. Because y'all do y'all job. Y'all promote him when he's on drunk and high, but y'all radio silent when he release music. Okay. Let's go to his latest record that came out 8 days ago. They got 80,000 views. He did a video that came out 9 days ago. 66,000 views. Those two videos. 80,000. And then he did 1-800 bad bit 296,000 views. Okay. By 1.1 million. All right. Let's go to Armon Wiggins videos. Give me a second. Let's go to Armon Wiggins music videos. Okay. Let's go to his music videos. Okay. Let's go to it. Deposio check got 70,000. And he released that 1 year ago. 70,000. Been a minute, 9.2 thousand. Not the one, 19,000. There is no comparison to Saucy Santana's success. The number speaks for itself. But y'all ain't watching it. But when he dragged black women and call them bees and cuss and get high and drunk, you eat it up. But when he released his music, which he really want to be honored for and respected for, he want to be honored for his music career. He want to be a respectable artist. But y'all go to sleep when he releases it. Man, please. He want to be honored as a man that read cards and do tarot reading. You go to sleep when he read the card. You don't watch that video. When the last time you watch him read a card? You ain't watching that. But you watch him when he cussing out black women. You watch him when he cussing out Saucy. Just be real, and I watch him too. He keep releasing it because he want to be big. Y'all don't support that music. You don't. You ain't in there supporting it. You ain't even start that music. And so let's be clear. Even though Santana, what he did was wrong, just pay the people back their money. But we can't, when we compare numbers with Saucy number musically, with Armon Wiggins musically, there is no comparison. Saucy 1,000,000% does better than Armon Wiggins music. Armon known for just being a commentator criticizing black women, criticizing Tasha K, criticizing Nicki Minaj. But he's not known for his music. Let's be real here. And he knows that. And it eats him up alive. It eats him up alive that it happened. It eats him up alive. It eats him up that he's not known for music. And when he tried to change it up and try to do something, be calm, least amount of views, but when he get high and drunk, let's be clear. That's what y'all enjoy. I don't blame him. I blame the audience for putting in his head to tell him to change. Stop drinking. Stop getting high. But it's the least amount of views. When he's high, when he's drunk, that's how he truly feels. And y'all eats it up. Y'all don't like it when he calm, do pre-recorded videos. It's the least amount of views. But when he goes live, in which them videos don't get monetized because he's playing music, replaying people's stuff, cussing, that video got a yellow symbol. It don't get monetized like that. That's why he have to beg y'all to give money, which is smart on his behalf. You should beg. If you want to see me act a fool and be drunk and high, then donate. So me to cuss and be wild. And y'all give money. The more he was cussing, the more he was shaking his butt, the more he took off his shirt, the more he did all that stuff, y'all gave for it. So y'all love that problematic activity. Stop saying you want somebody to come. No, you don't. You don't watch him when he calm. You watch him when he's acting a plump fool. You ain't watching when he calm. Get someone to stop all that lie. Just like I know when we talk about Armon Wiggins, we get his fans to come and see us. And to make them sleep better, I'm a defender Armon Wiggins. Armon is Wiley is yelling. They come here. When we do other shows, they ain't nowhere to be around. But when we drag Armon, they right here. I know who to talk about to get you up in the chat. Some beautiful black women that's in here. But they don't care about him calling black women bees because they probably get knocked over their head by their boyfriend. They appreciate that because he really, really love Pookie love me. I don't care. He knocked me in my lip and make it swollen. He loved me. He screwed me real good. You got to love that type of activity. And they come here and we talk about him. We took a break from talking about it. But I said we will talk about him when it's relevant. Somebody said in the chat yesterday, Love Marie said, yesterday was the first time I watched in a long time. Why? Because it was high, drunk, talking about Tasha, talking about Nicki, talking about Cardi. You know what it is. Let's not act. Don't be dumb. At least admit it. You like it. I don't watch him when he's calm. I like it when he's high and drunk. And I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I like when he's high. I like when he got to piss. You know you're going to be a good lie. Oh, y'all got to go piss. Because he a drunk fool. Smoking, getting high, snorting coke, getting high. Throwing out shots at Wiley, called me slut leg. We heard it all. We caught all the shade. Ain't my fault that you had coke leaking out your nose. Talking about that's AI photo. That wasn't no Photoshop. That was you snorting that powder with Lil or with Island Boy and with Cash. That wasn't no AI. That was you snorted up your nose and forgot to blow your nose. I'm a Photoshop and AI. Man, please, you wish that was photo. That was you snorting and forgot to blow that nose. You candy head addict. And he knew he admitted of doing coke. The brother showed he showed he literally showed on camera. This is what you use to make sure that it ain't got no fentanyl. Only a crackhead only talk about stuff. A person, we don't talk about that. This man showed the packages. He literally showed the packages and said, this is what you use to make sure it ain't got no fentanyl. The fentanyl test. Wake up, you black. You better wake up. You told on yourself. Okay? All right, you literally told on yourself. You don't want to got coke leaking out that nose. He took a picture of stuff he purchased. He confirmed that he does it. Why would you purchase something like that? See, y'all don't sit and watch people. Y'all watch when they get. I watched the entire live, and when I saw that, I said that's confirmation that he get high. That's confirmation right there. And then he goes, and this is what Armon Wiggins does. We know him very well. I'm not, and if he want to do coke, snort up his nose, that's him. But we're going to talk about it because if I was doing that, I'd be talked about. So he talked about Saucy. Saucy sometimes don't have these issues. I've never seen him have white crust, powder crust, coke coming out his nose. Okay? Don't have that. I've never seen that from Saucy. But he talked about it on his video, and the people ate it up. Let's be clear here. He was talking that he ate it up. Okay? So that was the thing about the Saucy Santana. And of course, we released a video of Saucy Santana. I'm sorry, we talked about the situation that about Saucy's number compared to Armon Wiggins' number is greater. All right. It bothers Armon because he reach out to these people for interviews and they don't come on the show. It's like he gets upset and he gets mad because nobody's coming on this show. The BET Awards came, he wasn't there. The Armon Wiggins show was not there. And he's in LA. He wasn't there. Now he knew that lady. What's the lady name? The black lady that did that to Jason Lee. What's her name? He was bragging about Karen Civil. Why could she give you a BET media pass so you could be out there on BET Awards? You in LA. So if Kevin Civil is such your friend, why she didn't give you a media pass so you can have a section to interview the celebrities? You weren't even invited. You understand that? You weren't even invited. This is the BET weekend, and you talking about Tasha K, black women, and then you want to be respected that you're such this new black media. Yeah, you media, but your strategy is to criticize black women and pin them against each other. Period. And they eat it up. These people are not my friends. I thought me and around we were cool. I thought we were cool. But we had to talk about these people. That's it. Because they put it out there on the internet. And we did take a break. We was on the phone with Armon. He called me. It was me, Armon, and another person on there want to mediate this. And he said, I guarantee, girl, you can't stop talking to me for 3 days. We kept that up. We still waiting on our $3,000. Still didn't hit the cash out for $3,000. So we stopped talking for 3 days. We did more than 3 days. Stop talking about it. And then I said, when he's relevant, I said on the phone, I said, I can keep it up. I can do it more than 3. But if you're in the news for some F-ish that I said on the phone, you will be discussed. If you on the phone for some effed up-ish, you'll be on the phone. I said on mine, he didn't want to acknowledge me on the platform, but you talk about me on station here. So I said it on that particular phone. If you are in the news, if it's relevant, okay? If you're relevant, we will talk about it. When you're relevant. When you're relevant, you will be discussed. When you're relevant. Wait a minute. Where's what's the name picture at? Hold on, y'all. Okay. When you're relevant, because I got to make sure we keep. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. When you're relevant. So that's just how that goes. Give me 1 second. I see y'all in here, the Armon Wiggins fan. We welcome y'all because y'all very active. Y'all like it when I talk about them. Y'all here. I know exactly how to get y'all in here. Just talk about your master. You're going to be right here defending them. Give me all the stuff. You're going to be right here in the chat defending it. So I know how to talk. I know how to get. I'm in all your little group chats. I'm all there. I infiltrate all of that. I know how to get y'all in this chat. I'm not stupid. I know how to get y'all in here when I want the numbers. I know how to get y'all in here. I just talk about Armon Wiggins. And y'all gonna be right here listening. I know how to do. I ain't dumb. I'll see y'all right here. All right. Okay. So that was that piece. So let's get into Armon and Tasha. Let's first and foremost and just say this. Armon put on a good show. 1000% it was a good show, and I applaud that show. I applaud it. When it comes to Armon and Tasha K, they are one of the same. Both of them are narcissists. Both of them are liars. Both of them want people to kiss their butt 24/7. If you don't, they will block you. Both of them want people to do their dirty work, just like Armon had Brother King do his dirty work, just like Tasha had me to do her dirty work. Let's make it clear. I just admitted of doing it because it would hit my bottom line. The difference between Armon and Brother King, they were actually supposed to be real friends. Me and Tasha was never friends. So I knew I just used her because it was beneficial to use her. But me and Tasha, we fell out. And there's some other stuff that we're going to play and talk about. It went over some of y'all head when we did this. But Armon was criticizing Tasha K. Now, Tasha K said something on the live that he had HIV. And even though she did not say his name, he took offense because he believed that Brother King told her that he had HIV. And then, so Armon went below the belt and said, oh, this is homophobic. But he started calling her bees. Then he posted a receipt that and said that that Tasha K's mother got HIV and AIDS, and people got caught it from her, and this is getting real low. But the problem is into Tasha and Armon Wiggins, both of them have said some off the wall stuff. I just didn't like when Armon is trying to label Tasha K as homophobic when you are heterosexual phobic. When you black women against black women, you called her bees, you criticize her husband, all because of them being straight. And she never said his name and said it. He took it like that. So I just don't understand how you automatically want to label her homophobic. When you call that lady bees, when you talked about her bees, you call her multiple bees. But what is that? When are straight people going to stand up to the slander that they get from gay men? Like, I just don't understand that. You do the same thing, and yes, your numbers was high. It's because you were talking about Tasha. Let's not be stupid here. Have Tasha K views drop? Yes. We have covered that. Wall-to-wall coverage about her views that have dropped. And she's starting to drag me because of that. We have covered it, broke the story, how her views dropped. We post the numbers. Have Armon Wiggins' views increased? Yes. Have he gotten higher views than Tasha in some cases? Yes. Have he gotten more views than Storm Monroe? Absolutely yes. And I think Storm needs to distance himself from Armon Wiggins. It ain't working for him. Because Storm is just being trampled. That woman posted Storm picture and posted my picture. I felt bad for Storm. Because he ain't getting the views like Tasha K or Armon. See, Armon can't speak on that because this is all facts. Storm ain't getting the views like that. Storm too busy trying to compete with me and reached out to one of my close friends, close colleague, and want him on the show to diss me. But the man never met me in person. We just blogging buddies. We've been blogging buddies for years. Why are you reaching out to these people? Why are you trying to compete with me? I'm not your competition. You should be reaching out to Armon and try to duplicate what he does. You don't even talk about some stories that Armon is talking about. Why are you reaching out to people concerning me? You think he wasn't going to tell me that you reached out to him? Think so? A man that want to screw me and want me to screw him? You think he ain't gonna tell me what you doing, Storm? You shouldn't be that sneaky. You ain't that sneaky. Why are you trying to compete and infiltrate my space when Armon is trampled into your space and took your audience? Like, Storm, it is sad for Storm because it ain't working for the OnlyFans. It ain't working. It's not believable because most of the women ain't going over there. Why? That's why he haven't posted new content over there. We was over there. He ain't posted nothing new over there. If you go and subscribe, you're wasting your money. It's the same pad videos of him stroking his thing. And if you want to see it, I'll send it to you. Of him stroking his thing, playing with the little machine. But people don't want to see that. They'll see it for a little while. They want to see action. If you say you straight, then we need to see you screw a female. He's trying to be gay for play, but the fantasy ain't working. We will give more money to Von Ray, in which I will. I'll pay $30 a month for Von Ray. Because he's more believable to be gay for pay. Just like the other guy that we follow on OnlyFans and pay $30 a month because he's very believable, because many people would say he's gay for pay. And that brother, I'm going to put his name out there. I think I've already put his name out there. But for him, we ain't going to believe that. It's multiple people that do gay for pay and all that. It's one particular person that does it. And we have, and I unsubscribe for those people because they don't post a new content. Once I see your stuff, I want some more. I'm very greedy. If I'm on for 30 days, I was on this particular person, OnlyFans, and I was waiting for some more. I was literally waiting for some more content. And I'm like, you screwed your wife on the balcony. I'm like, okay, where's other content at? Okay, where's the other content at? I'm like, I don't see nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Where's the other content? So I'm like, hold up, give me a second. Because I went on his OnlyFans. Let me see. Because one thing about OnlyFans lets you know when they release new content. So Jeff Cuts, which is a great guy, but he's straight and he caters to the gay community and make good money. But I unsubscribed from his OnlyFans because he haven't really posted new content on there. And so once he posts some new videos on there, then I go back over there and subscribe. I just think that Storm should just focus on the YouTube. But I think that he just want to do other things. But Armon has surpassed him. But they ain't going to bring that up. I will bring it up. But when it comes to Tasha K still get more views than Armon, but Armon Wiggins is catching up. And it took him very quickly. And the thing where Tasha is frightened about Armon Wiggins is because Armon have done it independently, right? And even though Armon had mentors, he never had a staff of cameramans, producers, directors, all these people that Tasha K have. Armon doesn't have that, and he have already caught up with Tasha K. And Armon Wiggins make more money than Tasha K. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me say open chat. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. Open chat. Because good God Almighty, don't nobody block nobody. Don't nobody delete nobody. Just focus on the content. Okay. Open chat. All right. Y'all can say names. Open chat. Especially in the middle. Open chat. All right. Focus back on me. All right. You can say names. Open chat. Don't delete nothing. Let these people talk. Open chat. Okay. Don't delete nothing. Just watch. Open chat. Don't even touch the delete, but I do the delete. Open chat. Let people comment. Open chat. Just send by, just watch me drag. So Tasha K and Armon Wiggins, they're one of the same. And they both are narcissists. I've said it. They both want you to control the narrative. I've said it. They're one of the same. Armon Wiggins is the male version of Tasha K. He pinned women against each other. He's very sneaky and conniving. He does all that type of stuff. He does it. And Tasha upset about Armon Wiggins because Armon Wiggins have almost surpassed her in views. The subscribers means nothing because the subscribers is only a number. It's about the views that matter because this is not a paid subscriber base. If this was paid, and if everybody was paying $12.99 on YouTube, you have to pay to subscribe to people, then Tasha K is beating Armon. He don't come close. He only got 100-some thousand. Actually, Storm will do better than Armon if this was a paid model, but it's not. We get paid by the ad dollars. And certain topics you can talk about give you more ads. You get you more big chunk of the ads, etc. That's a fact. But Armon have caught up with Tasha K in views. When you compare, Armon is the only YouTuber in this particular sector that trends as much as Tasha K. Storm never was trending. And see, Storm don't like it because it's the truth. And then what Storm does, he nitpick and try to compete with me. I'm not your competition. You need to compete with people that is infiltrating your space. That's just like me trying to compete with a person that's below me with views. And you see, they don't talk about me because they ain't my competition. They ain't on my view. They don't even come down my timeline. The people that I go back and forth with is some big, powerful players. Like Armon, Tasha K. These are the main two people I talk about, is the main two people that watch my show. That they watch my show and they audience watch. We had other YouTubers that wanted to beef with me. We don't pay them no mind. The people that's on my radar that I wake up every day and think about content-wise and that I watch, Armon, Tasha, Lovely T, I go down the line, I go down a whole entire list. These other people that try to put my name in it, we pay them dust. These are my focus. The people you see on the screen, these two people that been on my show. There is no other YouTuber that had Armon as many appearances like I have, and especially Tasha K. They've been on this show. Big person. And the reason why I think Storm is suffering is not that he don't have the personality. It's that he stopped doing what was working for him. He stopped being in his lane, the interviews, chopping up the videos. He got very lazy. He got lazy. He got distracted with people below him. He started talking about Brother King. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to be talking about him. And you Storm Monroe. You idiot. Why are you talking about him? And one major mistake Storm Monroe did, I think he left Tasha K too quickly. You should have took all the mess that Tasha K gave you. It was working for your bottom line. Take it. She was a good boss. She was good business to have, a good attachment. You need a black woman to co-sign for you. And you had her audience. But you the one that picked up her beef. You the one that trashed what's her name? Jaguar, right? You should have stayed muted to it. You messed up your bag. You did that. Only person you can blame is yourself. You try to make up with Armon, which was a big mistake. I can see it now. It was a big mistake. Then I go, oh no, just apologize. It was a big mistake. No, you shouldn't have apologized. It made you look very weak. Then you want to befriend somebody. It made you look like you can't be trusted. You befriended my enemy. You did it too quickly. Then you are befriending a predator. Get away from Larry Reed. It ain't working for you. Why would you attach yourself to Larry Reed? You need to distance yourself from that predator. It ain't working. It's affecting your career. You attaching yourself. You should have left quiet. Then you attach yourself to a predator. Brought the predator in your home. And you really think that's you selling it? It was corny. And it didn't even work. When you go back to the video, watch how it was stupid. You got tricked out of your own spot. That person, honestly, he got tricked. Storm got tricked out of his own spot. He got tricked out of, he started inviting people on his platform to get all his clout. You did that, but didn't want me to do it. You ain't bring me on that platform to get clout, but you brought women that pretended they like you so they can get subscribers of you. You did that. You played yourself. You did this, sir. Even Milagro Gramz, do we have a picture of her? Even she talked about it. But we didn't talk about her with the Nicki part and all that. We gonna talk about her last. Because she's the VIP here. But you messed it up. And it just did not work for him. Okay? I just think for Storm, it just did not work. He tried to change up his set. He tried to do all this. It just did not work. You should apologize private. I wouldn't have did it publicly. And then befriend him. It didn't work. It backfired with your audience. Your audience abandoned you. They jump shipped. Then you open up Tasha K. Oh, I like Armon Wiggins better. He got better equipment. It pinned you and Armon against each other. And you ain't going to get Armon Wiggins going to get up on it because he ain't that type of person that's going to dumb himself down. He going to take it. That's going to stroke his ego. Ooh, and Storm content. Ooh, it's low. Look at that content quality. Ooh, and when she went on King channel, that's against Storm. You can't come in. It don't bother me, but it bothers Storm. Oh, you got more views than my mentee Storm. You did that. You did that, Storm. You made some major mistakes. And you keep getting on the phone. Get off the phone with those people. And get on your content. Put boots on the ground. You're doing sneaky stuff. It ain't working for your content. Your own set is changing. One day you in the kitchen. One day you on the stairs. You confused. And it's sad to say it, but Storm, I really personally think you confused. You don't know what you want to do. You trying to cater to everybody. Just be Storm. Be yourself. You had one set, then you went to another set, you change it. You doing so many changes, I'd have got dizzy. I got dizzy. And it's so sad. All right? It is so sad. I really am praying that he gets it right. But he's going to have to distance himself from Armon and Larry. You need to distance yourself from those people. Why would you attach your brand to that? You could have stayed with Tasha. At least she ain't no predator. Them strong allegations. You risk your platform to attach yourself to that. Brought that man in your house and hug him and say, and didn't even ask about the allegations. You want to know about his peen and his bread basket? You, child, you need to sit down. Then you had on mind a drunk fool wasting beer and liquor all on your carpet and floor. You did that. And Armon Wiggins have surpassed you. Armon Wiggins have surpassed you. And he's surpassing Tasha K. He have already surpassed the Wiley Show. That's a fact. But it don't bother us because we still gonna talk about. We just gonna attach ourselves to him, and we learned that from Tasha K. We just gonna attach ourselves to him, and we have done it. We in his mind. Make me feel good that he thinks about me and watching me right now. And what he does, because we know him very well, he goes on station here. He pretend like he's talking about another subject so we can get off the live and listen. We don't do that. We'll just wait till you get done dragging us, subliminally throwing out shots so we can fast forward through all the music you playing so we get right to the tea. Okay? We get right to the tea. Because we already know what you're going to do. You're going to go on stage and drag us, subliminally drag or try not to talk about us. And then I'm going to fast for that music and get all the tea and come right back to you to talk about you. And it's working. Because we got Kyle talking about us, Dream Doll talking about, we got other people talking about us. So we just ain't on YouTube. We blogging. We competing with the big publications. We down your timeline. We know how to reach your audience. We know who to go to. We know different groups to go to. And you tired of seeing us in your Facebook timeline. You tired of seeing us being shared. One of your friends accidentally shared our article, didn't know that we control it, and you told your friend to delete it. True story. You told them to delete it. You got YouTubers sharing our blog, just sharing it on their platform. They're going to continue to do it. That was the best thing I could have ever done is creating a blog. I should have did it years. I did it years ago. But then you say, I say because now I got ads, all ads on there. Now the ads is on there. They just sharing it and reading it. And Armon Wiggins reading it. And he changed up the content, what we wrote on the site. When my team came and wrote. Even reading going live. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all because we help each other without have to call each other. But we see what each other's doing in this business. I see what everybody's doing here. But when it comes to Tasha K, we know that this woman is a snake, and so Armon Wiggins, you a snake. Now, Tasha K, Armon said something off what we said on the Wiley Show. He did not acknowledge us because Tasha came on the Wiley Show and she admitted on the Wiley Show, and this is what she said about Nicki Minaj and the NDA. And thank God that we have these videos, right? Because Tasha K made a lot of appearances on this show. And this is what she said about the Tasha K said about Nicki Minaj. And we want to make sure that we play that for you guys because Armon Wiggins talked about it, but he didn't play the recording because he don't want to acknowledge us. He don't play none of our content over there. He'll play everybody else because there's no threat. He will never, he will, I ain't going to say never, he will show us because it will be undeniable because he's already talking about what she said about the NDA. He got that from the Wiley Show. Because this is what she said a year ago here on the Wiley Show. Let's press play. Let's screen share it. Okay. This was an exclusive that Tasha K said on this show. And Tasha told me to edit this part out. She told me, edit it out. I'm going to give you another. I got something. She told me, I got something better for you, but edit that part out. And I said so many words. I'm not doing that. I'm not editing none of that. And that's what Tasha K knew she could control me. I will never edit out something that you said. Why would I edit this out? Thank God I wasn't stupid to do that. Why would I edit it out? Because I keep trying to tell y'all she gonna drag Nicki Minaj. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Because Nicki shared something very personal with Tasha. And here, listen to what Tasha K said. Okay? This is her words.
For a while. Okay? Because she wanted me to sign an NDA. No.
Oh.
So for those people that are saying, oh, you're on her payroll. When she sent over the NDA, I said,
hold on, I want to make sure y'all can hear Nicki name. I want to make sure. Let me go back a little because I want to make sure that she say Nicki name. So let me go back here. I want to make sure y'all hear that her say her name. So let me I want to make sure she say Nicki name. So give me a second here. Okay. Ooh, shout out to my team because y'all be on it. All right. Here we go.
Series, comedy. You know, I've been offered some like acting roles from a lot of prominent like people in the industry, people that y'all know and have seen, and
wow,
you know, stuff like that. Like, yeah, so you know, they all say everybody that they run, you funny, and I'm like, I don't try to be funny. This is just my personality. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to be funny. Most people you could feel try to be funny. That's not me. And me sitting down writing jokes, I don't think I can do that. I'm more of a damn freestyler. You know what I'm saying? So I just say what I feel, and it just happens. People just happen to think it's funny, you know. So that's next for me. But I do want to say this too, because you know, there's been some talk about it, and I never really addressed it. I've mentioned on my show several times, and I'm sure like YouTube, I ain't telling you so, but I've already talked about this, and I've talked about it on Patreon, but I've never said it publicly. But you gotta understand, like when you come in contact with these celebrities, this is exclusive for you, Wiley.
Yes, okay.
When you come
This is exclusive for you, Wiley. That's just that. I'm glad she gave me this exclusive. Here we go. Okay, here we go. You see how I said, this is exclusive for you, Wiley. And look at me just cheesing like a little boy. You know, it's mama. I really didn't, you know, that's mama. You know, I'm just cheesing. I didn't know, you know, cheese is allowed cheesing. I'm just cheesing. Like, hey, this is exclusive. This is exclusive for you, Wiley. I'm just look at that little giggle. This she's so phony, fake. This is exclusive for you, Wiley. I'm just eating it all up. My camera all blurry set. But here we go. Just look at that teeth. Look at my teeth.
When I come in contact with a lot of these celebrities, right? First of all, being friends is not. So I'm about to dead this whole page shit. And if I gotta drop the receipts, bitch, I will. I gotta figure out how I can drop them legally, but I can because nothing is signed. But these celebrities are really afraid of me, and they're afraid of what I may say. And like I said, when there's on the record and there's off the record, and when people are sharing very personal, intimate details with me about their life, you'll be shocked what I fucking know. And I don't do that because at the end of the day, they're human. But when it comes to your wine, of course, you know, the relationship, all that shit, as long as you ain't violating nobody, we're good. But there's a lot of stuff that is, you know, people confide in me that you will never hear me say. There was an issue between me and Nicki for a while, okay? Because she wanted me to sign an NDA. No.
Oh.
So for those people that are saying, "Oh, you're on her payroll," when she sent over the NDA, I said, if I sign an NDA, I might as well honor Cardi in what she's asking. You understand what I'm saying? This was my quote words. Like, I think you're amazing. You're an icon. You're a genius. She is a cool ass fucking person. Like, real. And she's straight up. That's why I fuck with her. Because she's not a bitch that's gonna beat around the bush. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. That's just say what you gotta fucking say. And because she's so big, her team was like, yo, you need to put her on. I don't even think it was really her. But we had some word. This was years ago. Like when we, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say like 2 years. It was like 2 years ago. I was, but I was just like, no. And there's a lot of YouTube creators around here that know it. Like, because I was talking to them about it. I was just like, if I do that for her, I might as well do that for everybody that I talk to. And so I know she was worried about maybe some of the stuff that she told me in confidence that would come out, but it has never hit the internet, and it never will, ever. On my entire family, it will not. I don't do that kind of shit. So I'm friends with a lot of celebrities that tell me very intimate details, but one thing they know about me, I'm not gonna go on the internet and blast you. I'm not gonna do that. It does not matter. Yeah, they can say, "Oh, my stepsister." First of all, my stepsister ain't no motherfucking celebrity. She just fucking celebrities. She's a dirty foot. I didn't like the bitch before I started my show, and ain't shit changed. And when she started fucking them, giving up free pussy and having to beg for child support now from a third potential baby for the motherfucking father, yes, I tells the business. Okay, that's different. But when you come to me, like Wiley, you've come to me and told me stuff. Have you seen me come on the internet and say anything?
No.
I don't do that. There's a difference between real life and then there's entertainment. And I don't do that to people. Because then guess what? When I really need some information, they ain't gonna talk to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
But
true.
I'm not going to, for nobody, I don't give a fuck if it was the president of the United States. Nobody is going to get me to adhere. And a lot of people say, well, why not sign the NDA? Because the NDA was a scope of, I would have to get permission from her to talk about her. What?
Especially, she's a powerful.
Yeah, like, what? You should have stopped. I was like, what? No, like, sis, like, I know, man, you have, like, you know, we had some conversations, but what is this all about? You should have brought this before you started talking, but that's not even in my fucking character. Contrary to what people say about me out here, that's not even my character to do that. Like, no. So, and she was pissed for a while. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, well, listen, if she's pissed to the point, we can take this shit to the internet. But was I ever going to take it to the internet and fucking spill as to what she told me and why she wanted to sign it? No, I would never do that. But I get it. When you get around these people who can't trust nobody, they fear for being them. They can't be themselves. I wouldn't even want to be in her position. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you look and turn, you got to watch out who's saying what. You see what I'm saying? And why they doing it. But I was just like, listen, with all due respect, listen, Lord knows I have my issues with Cardi, but like, if I grant you, let's just say hypothetically, I was stupid enough to do this, right? Why am I in court with Cardi?
You would have settled a long time ago.
I would have settled a long time ago. But I didn't get into this to be dictated by any celebrity. And it's no shame. That goes for anybody across the board. Because let me tell you, they're not just her. It's not just her. So for anybody saying, oh, I'm on her payroll, there you go.
They're saying, I have a producer in the chat. They said, quote, you did it to Lovely T. Just saying.
First of all, fuck that. Because that girl was never my fucking friend. Okay? Never. I thought we were friends. But when I saw what the fuck was going on, there's a lot of people that think, oh, because she's quiet, she don't bother nobody. I swear to God on my kids, this is the most conniving bitch that I've ever met. Do I wish her the best in everything that she does? I said, but look at how God has switched shit the fuck up. Like, for real. Because people, when you do fucking people wrong, guess what happens? When you try to hold people down, you end up getting held down yourself. Period. That's all I got to say on that situation. That girl is nobody. She's not relevant. Whatever. Her content is outdated. That's just what it is. And that's the fucking truth. And the reason she connected with me, because I connected with her on some fans. You doing your thing. Everybody watch Lovely T. Okay? But let's be honest. Her numbers didn't start growing until she connected with me.
Oh, wow.
And guess what? When it's detached, they don't grow no more. But not to say that she cannot continue to grow, because she can grow. She's been in this game a long time. But at the same time, you don't shit where you eat. You don't fucking shit where you eat. We two black women in this game, and we both could have fucking got it, and we still getting it. But let's be honest, like, my goals, my damn intentions have always been the same since fucking day one. And she knows that. So the reason I dragged her is because all that bullshit she was doing on them fucking low budget ass channels about me. No, fuck that shit. So the only reason I'm guilty of, let me tell you, because I'm louder. I'm more aggressive, I'm bald head. You know what I'm saying? So it comes off as, oh, you're bullying the innocents. That bitch ain't innocent. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You'll be surprised. That's why when I look at it, it's not even about, look, be friends with who you want to be fucking friends with, but be real in the friendship. There's nothing Nicki Minaj can say to make me alter who I am as a fucking person and a content creator and the content that I bring. That's why I can talk about her ass. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And before, let's just be honest, before me and Nicki ever fucking connected, Nicki connected with me because I got information that I went and looked for from that block that they grew up on, from the same motherfuckers that are still living there, and did my own investigation on Kenny. not just regurgitating what the internet says. I do that sometimes, but then for the most time, I break stories. So I went and found a story, and guess what she said? Oh my God, you're the only one that did research. Thank you. You're welcome. Moving on.
I always thought, and maybe
and that's why, and let me say this real, and that's why every video of me dragging Nicki Minaj is still up on my channel. So you can pull any clip you want to pull.
Mm-hmm.
She knows they're there.
I want to,
as we're texting every now and then, she knows that they're there.
Because I was looking at the whole Lovely T thing. I always thought that you should call her and y'all should have a conversation to be at peace. Because
I'm at peace. Child, I'm at peace. Y'all brought up that woman. I didn't bring up that woman. I'm at peace. That shit 2 years ago, but I'm not gonna sit here and let somebody try to put somebody up and they don't fucking know who they are. Like, don't try to put me down. You put me down all you want, but you don't know how she is. So y'all can have all these perceptions, but y'all don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I know her. And I know everything that she said about Cardi. Don't even get me started. That's why I'm like, you know what?
I think that y'all should have
But I wish her the best. Listen, I wish her the best. I, cussed her out 2 times. Absolutely. I'm hood. That's what I do. So, but yeah.
I hope that y'all have a conversation to be at peace.
Wiley, we are at peace. If I saw that woman on the street, hey, how you doing? How's your children? Everything is good. There's no hard feelings. That shit was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. November is my date to really put all this shit behind me. It's either the 2nd or 3rd week of November, right before Thanksgiving. So hopefully we're gonna get this trial over with. We're gonna get this shit done. And guess what? That motherfucking chapter is closed. Done. Oh God.
I know you're ready for the trial because this has been going on for years too. That's gonna be another closure. People are gonna talk about it. I think the media is interested. TMZ is interested. I can't wait. Are this gonna be virtual? You think, or you think it's gonna be inside? Y'all going? Are you gonna be able to?
I don't know what it's going to be. I really don't. I haven't gotten any information on it. I do know that.
So that was that piece. And so when I was scrolling this, y'all did hear she's still obsessed with Cardi. She talked about Lovely T. And she said that Nicki Minaj wanted her to sign an NDA. We heard it here directly on The Wiley Show. You heard it here directly on The Wiley Show. And it was something else that we predicted that have happened for Tasha K or will happen for Tasha K. Let's go to this. Let's go. Give me a second. Let me fast forward through this. And this is just something I was just looking for the timestamp. And this is what I heard. Let's go right here. Let's play this part.
Say, oh my God, I went to see Nene Leakes comedy and it was hilarious. You don't hear anything about it. They go see her because she's Nene Leakes. Absolutely. I want people to respect me because I'm really a comedian. Like, you see what I'm saying? And I have to work my way up like everybody else. Yeah.
They said that you're not a celebrity. You are a public figure. You are a celebrity because people celebrate you. They know who you are. You have an audience. So when people say YouTube is not celebrities, I challenge that because celebrities are coming over to YouTube to make money. So you are influencers, whatever you want to call it. But I would love to see you on Wild 'N Out. I had a dream that you was on Wild 'N Out. But I would love to see you on Wild 'N Out. I had influencers, whatever you want to call it. But I would love to see you on Wild 'N Out. I had a dream that you was on Wild 'N Out.
And there's been some talks, but it's gotta fit. And you'll be surprised like what people.
Okay. So I said it and I predicted it because I said she would be really good on Wild 'N Out. Because in the dream, when we were dreaming about her on Wild 'N Out, they was roasting her, but it was good. And when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, I predicted that for her. And so I said, I really have to go back to my shows and I need to start rewatching my episodes. Because a lot of stuff I'll be dropping, it gets lost because it's too lengthy. It just get lost. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Thais, on the super sticker. I get lost, and so I had to go back, and I was just trying to find the time stuff for Nicki, and I ran across that. And this is something else that Tasha K said. This is when I just know she's just a liar. And this, here she go. Here she go. Okay, give me a second. Let's go to this timestamp that I found. Where is that timestamp at? Okay, hold on. Go to this timestamp. Give me a second. Okay, go to this timestamp. Okay, here we go.
Stick with your Netflix, stick with your Hulu, keep supporting them white people, okay? While watching the black people for free.
Oh man. I can't wait for I just can't wait to be on the app.
Yes. And other content creators can host. Absolutely. That was a good question. Somebody said, yeah, absolutely. Wiley want to come over there and do a show? Yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, I would love to. I think that would be
content creators can host. Absolutely. That was a good question. Somebody said, yeah, absolutely. Wiley want to come over there and do a show? Yeah, he can do it. Somebody said, yeah, absolutely. Wiley want to come over there and do a show? Yeah, he can do it. Somebody said, yeah, absolutely. Wiley want to come over there and do a show? Yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, I would love to. I think that would be a good. You're such an amazing teacher.
He can do it. Yeah, absolutely. Wiley want to come over there and do a show? Yeah, he can do it. Somebody said, yeah, absolutely. Wiley want to come over there and do a show? Yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, I would love to. I think that would be a good. You're such an amazing teacher. It would be great because over here.
So, you know, this is the stuff that she just be lying, and then she get on the phone. She just does this, and I think, and we're gonna get more into it. I think she said that because she thought this is the way to keep Wiley in the fold, and it didn't. I just did it because it was entertaining. I was having fun. All right, so that was that piece. So Armon Wiggins got that from the Wiley show. They don't acknowledge this show, and he told his audience on Station Ed, because we get more numbers than him on Station Ed some days. He was getting about 200 people on Station Ed. Oh, don't never call out Wiley name on Station Ed. 2 days later, he telling me and called me on the phone before he went to Station Ed, don't give Megan Cuniff no publicity. Which one is it? Do you want to help me because I'm black, or you don't want her to infiltrate to give? I don't understand that, Armon. Like he sends mixed signals. He don't send a mixed signal. It's a very clear signal. I want you to do everything I tell you to do. If you don't do it, then I'll F with you. Why call me and tell me not to talk about Megan Q? And went on Station at the name drop me, telling me not to boost Megan Cuniff up to come into this space. Again, thank you, Trinidad, for that $20 super sticker. I love it for the $20. I just don't understand that. So when he talked about Tasha K and brought all this information about Tasha K, I said, y'all are one of the same. Y'all both liars. Armon, you've been saying, oh, I'll come help you. Never did. Tasha, known liar. They do this type of stuff. So one is other is not the victim at all. Okay? It's not the victim at all. Tasha K had to use a black woman to do it. She don't want a black man to do. She don't want nobody as talented as her. So she had to bring somebody else on the platform. And Bonnie did a great job. Tasha never was going to give me that platform. When she said that, Wiley, you share some things about me. I mean, you shared some things to me about, and I never shared it. What I shared with her, I said, you know, Tasha, I think you should do a documentary about my life, about me and my mother relationship. I think it would be really good for the app. This is before she interviewed Storm. I said, you should do this. She said, oh, this is good. She said, Wiley, send me all the court documents. So we sent all the court documents. And she said, okay, Wiley, if I talk about it, if I have to drag, I said, go right ahead. But this story should be taught. That's a lot of moving pieces. I think it would be great. Do you want your mom? Can I get your mom on the show? And my mom agreed to be on the show. She never did it. Everything was in the works. Everything was planned. It just proved she can't do it. She told me on the phone, oh, we're going on the app, just focus more so on celebrity, not creators. Then about a couple of days later, she had Storm on there for an interview. She's just a known liar. We was the only YouTuber that talked about her app. The only YouTuber that talked about her app. We stopped talking about her app is because Tasha effed that up. This woman got in her feelings because she wanted Storm Monroe to be a predator and said that Storm Monroe is a child toucher and abuser. And she felt uncomfortable. She was alluding to Storm being that. We called it out. I get an email that I'm blocked from the app. I was paying faithfully my $12.99 for the app. And she blocked me. She deleted me from the app. And then once word got out, people said, why would you do Wiley is helping the app? Why'd you do that? She got on the platform and said, oh, we had Wiley on there for free. And we just took away his free subscription, but he can resubscribe and pay the money. And people were believing it. And so we just stopped talking. And the only reason why we picked up Predator Larry Reid story because it was very interesting, and I believe Levantre. But did we cover the other stories with the lady with the acid? No. Many of those other stories that we covered, we didn't cover it. We did not cover it at all. Other stories with her team and her moderators were sent to me, we didn't cover it. We went radio silence and stopped covering it, and it dropped her in views. Because we were bringing people to subscribe. Once we stopped people unsubscribing, we made it interesting. Because we were a fan, I said, I'm going to bring it to YouTube so they'll know to come to the app. And Tasha got on the phone, hey, Wiley, I'm going to give you a free subscription. We turned it down because I don't want you to be, I gave you a free subscription. You couldn't pay. I said, no, Tasha, I'm a fan. I'm going to pay the $12.99 and I'm going to talk about the interview. I won't play the content because she said she didn't want me to play a snippet. Just talk about it. I said, no, I don't want to do it for free. I don't want to be there. Never agreed to it. And she just up and lied to the public. You know what I'm saying? And blocked us. Now, we still have people that will be on the app or whatever. They send me and tell me. And if it's interesting, we will talk about it. But nothing have been really interested in that when it talked about the app. It haven't been interesting for me to talk about it. Oh, yes, we did. Peter, we talked about that. And we talked about that before. I don't think she put it on you. I think she heard them put it on YouTube. But we talked about that because some of the stuff are very interesting to talk about. And so we paid and took our notes. I'm telling you, I will buy notebooks and take my notes and talk about it because I'm a fan of Tasha K. I'm still out. I just think she needs to get back to the roots of it. And yes, she's going through a lot of stuff, you know, personal in her life. And that's why she had to get other people to take over her platform, which is fine. And I love the fact how she paying for Bonnie Blue hotel room. Paying for her Airbnb, paying for her to be on there. She keeping it entertained, and the numbers are holding. Sometimes it's up there with Tasha K numbers because Bonnie Blue is not an unknown YouTuber. Like, she have been on the YouTube for a long period of time, and the infrastructure. I think any YouTuber, myself, would have gotten the same type of respect because you're on a massive platform. I think mine would have been greater because I'm a black man. And number two, I'm very entertaining. I can push the envelope a little bit more on there, and that's to be clear on that. But Bonnie Blue have done a great job, and we have credited her on that and said it multiple times. No other YouTuber have even gave that lady her credit. We have done it. I think we would have been awesome as well. And so, and then one particular time, Tasha K get on the phone and say, hey, Wiley, I want you to be the opening act for my show. All of this stuff she would just say. She would present this. We never asked her. She would present this stuff to me on the phone and tell me stuff about this stuff. She told me the stuff about Cardi B, about the medical records are fake. She would send me different stuff to cover it, to do her dirty work. And she will always say, you know what, we got a live show after this case is over. You're gonna be my opening act on the show. You could be my opening act, and it's gonna be a really good look for you. This could be a really good really good look for you. And all. I'm like, okay, that'd be great. You know, after that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what and it would have been awesome. I just think Tasha K, me and her butt heads because she couldn't control me. And I told Tasha K, I said, I got to be me. And she would, and I got Armon Wiggins on the screen. Some stuff we would agree about with Armon Wiggins, and she would get on the phone with me and she would say, hey, Wiley. I'm like, hey, Tasha K. Wiley, yeah. I saw your recent video, and she will always say, someone sent me your recent video, meaning it's her watching it. And you know who you remind me of? Who? Armon. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear that, but you remind me of Armon Wiggins because that's what he said. That's that narrative. And she go on. Because I have my own mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm very respectful, have my own mind. And we only been on the phone for like 5-6 minutes when she'll call me. And then every once in a while I'll call and see how she do it. And sometimes she don't answer and she'll send me a text. I'm just checking on you. And I will ask her, is it okay that I cover your videos? And oh no. And then we bumped heads with the what's the other guy name? He's out in Florida. He's been accused of touching a little girl. Brother Polite. She got pissed at me because I said he's innocent until proven guilty, right? She cussed me out on live, on the video, got mad at me, got really angry. Then she called my phone after the show because she needed me to be her ally. Oh, Wiley, I apologize. First, I was out of order. I shouldn't have said that and take over your play. I do want you to know I apologize because she thought I was going to drag her. I just always had my mind. I just always have my mind. Y'all don't see what happened behind the scenes. She do this. Like Armon, when he want to get a narrative, he will call me. Y'all not hearing who's behind us. I got the same phone number. He'll ring. He know I would answer. I think Armon Wiggins is evil because he blocks and unblocks and blocks and up. He played little silly games. This man unblocked me from Facebook, added me, then reblock me. Why do that? Add me on Instagram, unblock me, re-add me, then block me again. Why play these silly games? These people really think I'm slow. Why play these silly games? It's stupid. Add me, then reblock. And then he came up in my story about 2 days ago. And then I went, and then he reblocked me because he watching to see what I post on Instagram. Just keep me unblocked. And so even the thing about the Jason Lee thing, he watches when we talk about it. He don't like that me and Jason Lee talked. We have rapport. I've had people that I talk to. Some people that I talk to, some people I don't even admit that I talk to publicly. And we have these conversations. I've been in this game a long time. I've been knowing Larry Reid before y'all even know who Larry Reid was. When he was in the gospel industry, want people to buy them records. When he was trying to get a Stella Award, which he never won. So I go way back with a lot of these people. So I will continue to do my show. But Armon is trying to paint this picture that Tasha is so evil, but both of y'all are the same. Y'all cut from the same cloth. Y'all cut from the same cloth. It's okay. But y'all, only difference between you and I, y'all act like y'all don't do this stuff, but y'all do it. And then he was like, oh, Nicki Minaj must share. Yeah, she did. I've told y'all that she shared something very personal, either about her husband, something she shared. It's very personal. And Tasha K got it. Not only did she shared it with Tasha K, she got it recorded. Because one time on the phone, Tasha K said, if you ever on the phone with celebrities, Wiley, always record it. I always have stuff recorded, period. She said it on the phone. She told me. She said, anytime you're on the phone with a celebrity, with anybody, record it, and always have it in the cut if you need to use it. She does that. She will sit, put that phone up to her microphone, have the set, and record it. That's what she does. So, of course, she got Nicki Minaj on the record. Nicki would have never did. She said, oh, man, you on the phone with Tasha. And once she shared it with her team, they was like, you got to put on NDA. But it was too late. And Nicki refused to do it. I mean, Tasha refused to do it. Nicki have not unfollowed her. Nicki actually unfollowed Black T Blog because Black T Blog was doing some weird stuff. She unfollowed her multiple times. She never unfollowed Tasha K. Because the day she unfollowed her, everybody was making videos, and that will force Tasha K hand, oh, now I got to respond to this. And Nicki is not willing to take that risk. Some stuff that Nicki was saying about Cardi B, and Cardi B is in it. So Tasha K, unfortunately, she have to bring up Nicki Minaj, and she have to bring up, let's bring Nicki Minaj up and Tasha up. Thank you. She have to bring her up And so y'all stream Barbie work because the barbs are so fickle. The bars fall for the okie doke. Armon does it too. So when he was, it's so hypocritical. When he was trying to call out Tasha K and said Tasha K is using the barbs, and I'm like, you use the barbs too. Okay? You use the barbs too. Like y'all all use the barbs. You trying to pretend like you don't use the barbs, which y'all all out here using the barbs. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me add Nicki, Armon, and I want to add all of them, Tasha, all up on there. Hold on 1 second. Because they all use the barbs. Tasha gets very strategic. Stream Barb's world. Stream this. Stream Barb's world. Stream it. She know exactly what she's doing. Because that fuels the barbs to play into this narrative. It's very smart. In my humble opinion, very, very smart. But Armon does it too. He sit there and he pinned in it, and that's why he don't have a relationship with Cardi B. An interview. He get on the phone, yeah. He ain't got her on no show like Jason Lee. Because he jumps shot. He flips. One day he's with Nicki, one day he's with Cardi, one day he's with Nicki. He flip-flop. That's why Cardi ain't never came on the show yet. So now Nicki Minaj, she can't unfollow. She can't. The day she unfollow is the day Tasha K is going to be on her neck with this recording. And it's going to be damaging. Because she shares some stuff that is so damaging that Nicki wanted to silence her with an NDA. You don't do that. It was something dangerous. And them Cardi fans, they want to hear for it. And Nicki and Tasha got that to lean on. Tasha actually is trying to provoke Nicki Minaj to unfollow her. She Barbie, don't worry. She was in the chat with and Nicki comments. Don't worry, I handle your lightweight. Stream Barbie work. She's trying to provoke Nicki to unfollow her. So in her sick mind, it's a threat. I got to defend myself. That's what she's trying to do. The only difference between me flip-flopping is that I don't try to go to Cardi B in their parties. So it don't hurt me when I see Cardi on Jason Lee. It hurts Armon Wiggins. And see, let's see if we can add Milagro Gramz to this. Let's add her to the screen. I'm so sorry, but let's add her to the screen. Because we was listening to her live, because this woman went on multiple lives on Station here talking about Armon Wiggins, and her fans was roasting Armon. So give me a second while I add her to the screen as well. All right, I want to make sure we add her to the screen as well, because when people are drunk, they always say a drunk man never tell no tales. Okay, so let's add her to the screen as well. So give me a second. I want to add her. I want to add her to the thing as well. Very beautiful, by the way. I want to add her because I want to group all this in together. Okay, because while Armon Wiggins was drunk, he said something. Okay, because I'm not trying to be no celebrity. I'm me. Child, please. All right, let's put Mob Radio on there. My Mob sources. Y'all go in and post this in your Discord and let everybody know we're talking about Milagro Gramz right now. Notify her. Get to work. Okay, I want all these people on the screen. So Armon Wiggins was talking, and he was giving everybody credit who he's friends with. One particular name he did not name is Milagro Gramz. He left her out of the thing. I told y'all they ain't really friends. Remember I said that? And y'all didn't want to believe me. Y'all thought I was such a hater. He didn't say her name. Mob Radio people were upset that Armon Wiggins did not say her name. Did not say Milagro. Milagro went live on Station here. Her audience was dragging Armon Wiggins. And do you know why, Milagro Gramz, he didn't say your name? is because he didn't already damaged the relationship with Cardi. He can't damage it no more. He dropped you like a bad habit. Okay? Dropped you like a bad habit. He's not going to boost you up because that relationship with Cardi. The reason why Cardi went quickly to Jason Lee's show is because you were on that show with Armon Wiggins. And you trash Cardi every chance you get. That's why he can't say we are friends. He did not say your name at all. And I knew that y'all wasn't friends at all, period, point blank. It was all fake. And I tried to tell you, Milagro, and that ain't going to work. Because Cardi B ain't going to agree with that. And then in that particular video, he said, oh, I love you and Armon, this is your fault. You the one that was so desperate for clicks and views that you destroyed your relationship with Cardi B. I'm going to have to go back to that video because I want the timestamp so I can re-talk about it. Because some of the stuff I kind of went over my head. But one of the pieces you kept saying, Cardi B ain't my friend. You got Ken like Barbie. They're in the VIP. That's what your real friends are. And you kept bidding up Nicki Minaj. Oh, yeah, Nicki Minaj. I should be on Nicki Minaj's show, and I should do this, and I should be on the show, and I should have Nicki. And Milagro said, I'm not, whatever word that she used, she didn't use obligated. I'm not obligated to get on the show. Some word to you. I got to rewatch it so it all come out to my remembrance, but y'all know what she said. And it all went on Twitter. That was the day that Cardi B knew I can't fool with Armon Wiggins. He's a snake. Because it was already freshly out of burning Jason Lee book. But when you brought Milagro boosting up Nicki, that was when the day Cardi B said, nope, I ain't going on that man show. I'm not going to unfollow him to make it blow out of proportion, but I'm not going on this show. And the biggest flex that Cardi B did went on Jason Lee's show. Went on Jason Lee's show. In our mind, that's when Armon Wiggins called me, telling me not to not to talk to Jason Lee, not to bring Jason Lee on your show. He's only going to use you widely. He's going to invite you to the parties. If I were you, I wouldn't go. He's only using you. If you do better than him, he ain't gonna put you on. He was saying all this stuff with about Jason Lee, trying to get on the phone with me, telling me not to talk about Jason. And we didn't listen to that advice. We talked about entitled was the word. Thank you, somebody entitled, because Milagro said I'm not entitled to go on there. I don't feel entitled. Armon was upset because he was drunk. Anytime this man get high and drunk, he gonna always spill how he truly feel. When you sober, he could be fake. He's gonna think, but when he's drunk, you ain't really thinking. You just saying stuff. You ain't all the way there. And he starts saying stuff. And then when he started naming people that he really cool with, he purposely didn't name Milagro Gramz name. Yeah, that must it. So now Milagro Gramz, they saying that he tried to she deleted the lives. I don't know why I deleted it. Because you need to answer that, Milagro. Are you really friends with Armon Wiggins? So I know y'all ain't really friends. Y'all a bunch of just is fake. You ain't really friends. And it's coming out, and the people ain't stupid. And Milagro got to protect her image with her audience. She can't look like no weak woman. She got to let them. When she allow her audience to drag you, she don't see it for you no more. When she opened up them live and allowed them to drag Armon Wiggins, she's letting it be known she felt some type of way him not naming her, being fake. I'm going to let my audience drag her. You flip-flopped. Because you the one, Armon, attach yourself to Milagro because you tried to grow. But while doing that, you destroyed an opportunity to interview Cardi B. You destroyed that. And it wasn't just the point that you had Milagro. Granted, yes, she dragged Cardi B, but you kept saying how you really want Nicki on your show, how you really want to be on Queen Radio. You still holding on to her for not being on Queen Radio. Okay? Anytime you allow somebody to get dragged, you drag on the platform, they ain't friend. I tried to tell y'all that. I tried to say, they ain't really friends. This is all fake. This is all fake. It was these people ain't friends. But they try to pretend like they were. Now today, if y'all so was cool as friends, why your name wasn't mentioned, Milagro Grant? Everybody know your name. When it was relevant, when you was in the courthouse, you and Armon got banned. He had you on the show. Y'all were talking. You took pictures, did all that type of stuff. But now at this particular point with 7,000 people in the chat, your name wasn't even mentioned. You got to respond to this. You got to respond. You can't act like it don't exist. You didn't already respond. Address the elephant in the room. You knew this, but y'all try to attach it. I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew it wasn't going to work. He called you bees, dragged you for filth, and you got on his platform. I wasn't shocked that you wasn't mentioned because I knew y'all wasn't really friends. And he only came to this, and you know this, Milagro Gramz. He only came to that courtroom to cover Tory Lanez because he saw how much clout you were getting. Because Armon Wiggins said it, I'm not going to the courthouse. I ain't covering the trial. I don't care. He saw all them views the next day. He was in that Fashion Over suit. He was covering the trial because he saw how much clout you were getting. And he started cussing you out about your bad body, about your face, and that's why you should use all them filters. He said it. He said that. You didn't even meet up with me and attach with me. We used to live in the same state. He said all this stuff about you, and you befriended him. So it shouldn't bother you what I say. I didn't call you no B. Like he called you a bad built B. And you got on that platform and was smoking weed and drinking. And y'all was eating at a restaurant. I didn't do half the stuff he did. You remember that? He just talked about you, dissed you on Twitter. That's why your fans didn't receive the relationship. And now, he didn't name your name. Because if he named you, that's a slap to the face of Cardi B. That's why Cardi didn't go on the show. And see, the thing is, I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I don't care nothing about being like the Hollywood version. I am a celebrity, but not the Hollywood version. You don't have to go on no red carpet to be no celebrity. Now you can get in your kitchen and be a celebrity. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm saying? I see you, Miss Black. I see you, Love Maria. Do you know you could be a celebrity being at home in your kitchen, in your drawers, doing content, and you can have a live show and thousands of people come see you? You don't have to wait to get signed, be on no Hollywood set, to be on no red carpet, to be no celebrity. This ain't 1957, 1988, the early 90s. We in a whole nother time. It is so easy to be a celebrity, to be an influencer. We are a celebrity. Public figure is all the same thing. Period. You have thousands of people watching you. You ain't no celebrity. I am. And you got people that love you. They see, they want to take your picture. I was at a concert in November. We went to a concert. I was going to stop taking pictures. Because I'm being watched every single day. So it is what it is. Is it wrong for Armon not naming Milagro? It was wrong because y'all act like y'all were so cool. I just think y'all should never attach yourself to that. It was stupid because it wasn't genuine. It wasn't a genuine thing. He only rushed to yours to clout chase on your success, Milagro Gramz, is because you were getting the clout. He inserted himself to piggyback because he got tired of you getting on DJ Academics, you all these platforms getting shout out from Tory Lanez, and he wanted that clout. And you took it. Now he didn't name you. Now you embarrassed. And I know for a fact you don't deal well with embarrassment. Because when we talk about you and say that you was going to get arrested, you start dragging me, saying I get on hard discussing you. And I did because you're beautiful. But at least you know what you're getting from me. I'm not pretending to be your friend and go meet up, eat baby back ribs. Go out and eat expensive French fries. I'm not pretending. We don't eat. We just colleagues on the internet. Is you beautiful? And if you were single, and yeah. Well, I flirt? Absolutely, I would flirt. You good looking. I flirted right in front of your husband. What he gonna do? We better go out there and break down them Walmart boxes, them Amazon boxes. So at the end of the day, but you know what you're getting with me. But Armon Wiggins, you inserted a snake that trashed you on Twitter. Two-faced it, and you said I was two-faced in Milagro. What is Armon Wiggins? If he two-faced it, he multi-faced it. You say it's because you two-faced? He two-faced. Look at that two-faced it. Drunk. But let's throw it in the air. Let's throw the check in the air and see where it lands. And Armon kind of lied, and you the one that paid for the $50 French fries. Let's throw the check in the air and see where it lands. And you went on and paid. Armon stole the spotlight, talking about make it seem like he paid for the $50 fries. Eating with 55,000 checks, all the multiple checks. All them checks that waitress happened. Do that hard waitress making $3 an hour. Had 55,000 checks. All them black folks didn't want to pay that check. Broke. Didn't even leave the waitress a tip. You make it seem like you got all that money. You couldn't use that American Express card and put it. You buying drug for the drug powder stuff to see if they need fentanyl spray in it. You buy all that fentanyl detection spray, but you couldn't pay for the food for the $50 fries. You want all that, deposit your check. You mean to tell me you couldn't deposit that to that waitress? You wicked demon, you. And Milagro had to go on her wallet. And Milagro had to go on her wallet and pay for the $50 fries. And came up to that black Better Be Glad cupcake. I wasn't there. It would have ended right there. He wouldn't even showed up if he'd have looked at you wrong. He really would have to get us some fentanyl spray to drink because he play with me. And soon we start talking about it, they stop talking about it. You won't talk to me. You ain't gonna run up on me like that. Try it if you want to. You and that boyfriend to get this work. Ran up on that black woman for $50 fries. So he did that. And so, Milagro, I don't know what you're going to do. That's your business. Is I'm a fan of Milagro Gramz? Yes. Does she always acknowledge me when I need acknowledgement? Yes. She's way better than Armon because he don't do that. He don't do that. Milagro, you're so much better than him because you always acknowledge people, even people that you don't agree with. And you came on the show and you showed us love. Continue to do it because we on your side. Was it wrong for him not naming you? You Milagro brand. I know how to say Milagro. He should have said your name. That drunk demon should have said your name. Crust with drug coming out his nose. Should have said your name. Your audience know it. They were sending it to me. He should have said your name. He knew your name. Oh, I guess he'll show up on the Citizen Day and y'all will go out for some dinner. Yeah. Maybe y'all will rush and go to Hollywood Boulevard and take a selfie and eat a sandwich like y'all were doing fake. He played in your face and tried to suck up the popularity from you. You got used. You got used. I mean, let's call it you got used. Oh, I love Storm. He's cool. They didn't say that about you. You think your audience is stupid? I don't know why these creators think our audience are stupid. My audience are very smart. Some are smarter than me and got more money than me. Okay? But you got used. And your audience, they not going to tell you that in your face. Privately, they would say it. But yes, Armon Wiggins used you. He did. But the audience, they ain't stupid. They see it all. We got a super sticker here for $9.99. Somebody said, Kayla said, nobody can cover Armon Wiggins like the Wiley Show. Yes. So that's just how that goes. All right. So we're going to open up the phone lines. Nicki Minaj, you already shared some damaging stuff to Tasha K. That's what Tasha K going to keep saying, Stream Barbie World. I can't wait for that episode to happen. We didn't already got the thumbnail already set when she leaked the recordings. Armon Wiggins, you are there. You doing, and you're trying to become this respected celebrity, but you go right back in the gutter, dragging celebrity. When you was up there with other YouTubers, didn't get no clout. When you was on the red carpet with them, no clout. You only get noticed when you're dragging black women, and that's your lane. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Didn't nobody talk about when you was on that red. They wasn't done that. But when you drag and cuss out black women, ding dong, we're going to talk about it. We're going to view it. Okay? All right? That's how that goes. Give me a second. We're going to open up the phone line. 1 second here. And then we're going to get up out of here. Because we've been on here all day. I just had to come on here and speak to my audience today. Okay. Got the thumbnail already ready. All right. Now let's go and let's supposed to, if y'all want to call in, I'm gonna put the number on the screen here. We're about to get this show started, y'all. I mean, this call version started. All right. Let me put the number on the screen here, and we're gonna get it started. 972-674-9462. That is the number. And here we go. If you want to call in, that is the number. 972-674-9462. All right. We didn't talk about our favorite celebrity. All right. We love it when he's high and drunk. I told you, Mary J. Blige make good music when she's a crackhead. When she's going through some desperate crackhead stuff, she made some of her best music when she was on drugs and drinking. She's a drunk. I don't know. They said she stopped drinking. The sober Mary J., we don't like the sober Mary J. When she drunk in the studio, that's when she made some of her best music. It is what it is. All right. She made some of her best music when she was like that. Hello? Oh, wait. It hung up? Let's call it back. Wait. Did I hang up by accident? Hopefully it worked here. Let me know if y'all can hear the caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Okay, yes, Wiley. I'm sorry, I had a call come through. I wanted to know if you have a vendetta against the family of the young boy who was protecting his mother from being viciously beat down by the black man in the restaurant, because their last name is also Wiley and they're from Chicago, and your supposed father, his last name is Wiley as well.
No, it's not.
The father from before, the
That's
one
not
your
my
mother
biological
named you
father.
after.
That's not my biological father.
I know that that's not your biological father, but I'm asking if you have a personal vendetta against that family, because I think that's the family.
No, I don't have a personal vendetta. I just want criminals off the street, like that 14-year-old criminal. I want him off the street.
But the boy is not a 14-year-old criminal. You do know that he's on the Shy, right?
I don't care.
know that he's an actor and he's in various publications and things of that nature. He's a straight A student and all of that. He's not a criminal. He was protecting his mother.
Oh, so he's not a criminal.
I think a lot of the things that you've said today on your channel have been debunked.
Well, he's in jail.
But I think, Wiley, that you should do more research before spewing hate against the same hate that you say that Armon Wiggins has for black women. You're doing that now.
So he did not delete somebody with a weapon?
He needed to delete the person that was viciously attacking his mother. She could have died.
Delete somebody with a weapon? Yes or no?
Okay, let me ask you this, Wiley.
I'm just asking a question. Did you research?
Did you research the abusive black man that almost beat that woman to death at the restaurant?
He did not
his girlfriend that was standing right there. He had just beat her and had her up in the hospital. So he's a known abusive man in Chicago. Wiley, you need to do your Googles and do your research.
Where's he at now?
He's dead.
And who? How did he die?
He died attacking a black woman. Wiley, did you know that less than every 5? Did you know that less than every 5? Did you know that less than every 5 hours in America, a black man executes a black woman? Black femicide is real. That young man stood his ground for his mother.
Who deleted this man?
Her son, Wiley. You go. Hey, Wiley, I asked you in the comments. I said, Wiley, if somebody was beating on your mama like that, what would you do? And you said you didn't like your mama that much.
Who told her son to do that?
Nobody, Wiley.
Nobody told the son to do that?
It's been debunked, Wiley. You got to do your Googles, Wiley.
Nobody told the son to do that?
Wiley, when the man was viciously beating her, did you see her texting?
Read the Chicago Tribune, so I guess you're better than me.
I did read the Chicago Tribune, Wiley, but I also watched the video footage, Wiley. I watched the video footage. Are you saying that the Chicago PD do not lie on black people, Wiley?
Hold on, ma'am.
Are you saying that the Chicago PD don't lie on black people?
I'm asking a question. So they didn't.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Since when do you, a black man in Chicago, listen to the Chicago PD, Wiley?
In the report.
But Wiley, you just got back here, Wiley. You've been in Texas all this time, so I guess you might not keep up with the Chicago happenings with the Chicago Police Department.
City Hall, anyway. But in the report, they said in the report that his mother told him to go get your weapon.
They said she texted, not told. They said she texted.
Again, but she did tell him. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, she told him to go back to the car. And then the black man that was going to beat her said, what do you mean go to the car? And she told her son to go to the car, Wiley, to get your ass from up out of here, because she knew that she was finna get a beat down by this hyper violent black man. You won't address that though.
You notify, and it's all out there. And this is what I stand on. Maybe you can donate to his GoFundMe because he's gonna need the money. He's gonna need a real lawyer. Okay. And maybe it should be more than $1,200 because you can't get no lawyer with $1,200. Okay.
You right about that. But Wiley, let me say this and then I'm gonna go. Wiley, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 like that man. I'd rather be judged by 12, Wiley.
I understand this, but this is the point. Regardless of how you feel, they locked up. And he was doing what he was told by a vicious thug, Section 8, food stamps. And he does deserve to be in prison as well as with his mama. And I guarantee she didn't even know who the daddy was. I guarantee you that because there's no father in place. Where the father at? She probably didn't even know who the daddy was. Okay? So these are just facts. She probably didn't know who the father was. And then apparently it's poor and they can't even afford to get a real attorney. Okay? At least we were able to get a real attorney. They can't afford one. And all these black folks that's on the line ain't even really donate to GoFundMe. They can't even get $5,000. They only got $1,200. So where's all this fake outrage? Donate some dollars so they can get a real attorney to defend them. Okay? Guarantee she know who her baby daddy is. What was the father? What was the father? Don't know who he is. Hello?
No, Wiley, you lying again. Wiley, the mama got several businesses in Chicago. She's not poor. The family is not poor.
So why
and
they
the
ask for
son
a
is a young
GoFundMe?
actor and a model.
So why they
the
ask for
son is a young actor and a model.
So,
like,
so
Wiley,
why
stop
does they ask
playing
for a
with it.
GoFundMe if they not poor?
Why? The same reason why Gunplay bought motherfucking Rick Ross a $1 million chain, but had a GoFundMe for his baby. Like, that's the shit that people do. Like, what the fuck?
So they're not poor, but they need a GoFundMe. So they're not poor, so they
what
need
are
a
you talking
GoFundMe.
about,
Was
Wiley?
they rich?
They gonna need hundreds of thousands of dollars. I never said they was rich. I said that she wasn't a poor black mother on welfare in Chicago. She is a business owner. They are gonna need hundreds of thousands of dollars to fight this case. You are spreading this information, and you should be better than that. You need to do your research and then come back.
Ma'am, you're not in Chicago. Do you live in Chicago?
Okay, sir, but I know more about this case than you, and I'm not in Chicago.
Do you know about the gun laws in Chicago? Yes or no?
Say that again.
You know about the gun laws here in Chicago, how you could be a registered gun owner in the city of Chicago, in the state of Illinois. Do you know the laws?
The gun was registered. Did you know that her gun was registered?
So who it was registered, to her son or to her?
Oh, why? You know the son pulled the trigger, but the gun was registered.
Wasn't registered to her 14-year-old son?
A 14-year-old can't register no gun, so why are you asking me about the gun
on him?
When it was a registered gun, it was registered to his mother. His mother was being pummeled to death, and he went and got it and used it like he's supposed to. But you said that if your mother was in the same situation, you you would keep it pushing on your own motherfucking mother. You wrong. Why you
got into no conversation like that?
Spreading this information. Stop spreading this information, Wiley. Don't get on your YouTube channel spreading lies. Go do your Googles and do your research, and then come back and tell your audience the truth.
Trigger and they in prison.
Then tell your trigger, because as a black woman in America, it's not safe for us. Less than every 5 hours in America, a black man execute us. So black femicide is real. So yeah, I am triggered because that could have been you.
I know about these 14-year-old thugs that get carjacked by these young black men too. And let's be crystal clear on that. Okay? Let's be crystal clear on that. You don't live in the city of Chicago. We're here in the city of Chicago, and we can tell you right then and there, this is why he's locked up right now, because he broke the law. And his mother broke the law. Can't get mad at me. Go donate to that GoFundMe so they can raise the $100,000. And also, let's look very clearly that GoFundMe only raised $1,200. All right? The problem is in this community, y'all want to promote ruthless thugs and say they A-list students, but then y'all want to do all this crime. Then you want sympathy from the community. No, those type of people need to be locked up. Black women do need to be protected. And also black women need to protect their sons and not allowing their sons to commit crimes. And the mother should eat up the charges. Honestly, the mother should eat up the charges. And I hope the son played mentally disturbed and illness that he followed his mother's orders. She need to eat them charges up. Because she shouldn't have told her son to do that. The mother itself should eat up them charges. Period. Mama needs to eat up them charges. Okay? Period. Mama needs to eat up the charges. So, mama, you shouldn't have told your son that. You should have told your son to throw them hands. You didn't do that. You told him to get a weapon. Follow that man out in the parking lot. And mama, you need to eat them charges up because you got your son involved in this. 14 years old, and you got your son to do that. You need to eat them charges up, mama. Eat up them charges. Eat it up. You brought your son in there. That son was in the car. You did that. You text your son this. So you, mama, in my humble opinion, you need to eat them charges up. Okay? Now, let's go to the article here. Okay? Hold on. Let's let's do this really quickly here. Okay. Chicago mother and son charged with murder after the teen shoots man who hit his mom during an argument. Reports. This is her last name, Hood, Hood. Carlisha Hood, 35, was inside Maxwell Street Express getting food when an argument escalated with a 32-year-old Jeremy Brown allegedly started punching Hood, according to reports. Her son pulled out a firearm and shot Brown, reports say. A Chicago mother and son have been arrested and charged for a shooting that occurred Sunday at a fast food stop that left one man dead. Prosecutors say Carlisha Hood, 35, was inside Maxwell Street Express getting food when an argument broke out between her and a 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, the Chicago Sun-Times reported. Hood was allegedly texting her 14-year-old son during the argument, and he came inside, according to WGN9. Brown then escalated the argument and punched Hood in the head several times, the news site said. After Hood was punched, her son pulled out a firearm to shoot Brown in the back. WGN9 reported as Brown attempted to flee, the teen chased him and shot him again, according to the news site. Brown succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced dead, WGN9 reported. After the teen stopped shooting, Hood allegedly, his mama, told him to shoot Brown's girlfriend too, since she was laughing and encouraging Brown during the argument, the Sun-Times reported. In a video released by police, Hood can be seen attempting to take the firearm from her son, but he pushed her away and they both got in the car to leave. The mother and son turned themselves in on Wednesday, according to the Sun-Times. Neither have a criminal history. Hood had a valid firearm owner identification card and her permit to carry a concealed weapon, the news site said. Hood was charged with murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and her son was charged with murder, according to the WGN9. Okay? So that is how it happened. This was in the report. When he was attempting to flee, like leave, he shot him. And then she wanted her son to shoot the man girlfriend. The lady that owned multiple businesses. Her straight A student definitely got himself caught up and now got to face a murder charge. All right. This is my true thoughts. All right. So that's what happened. So we will see what the law states. And in Illinois, we don't have a stand your ground law in Illinois unless they change that. I don't think we have that here in Illinois. But we're going to open up the phone lines. And so I believe that he's guilty. The son is guilty. I do believe mama needs to eat them charges up. I believe the mother should have more charges than the son, honestly, but they both need to be serving a minimum of 25 to 50 years in prison. And then he needs to be charged as an adult. Need to be charged because he's an A-list student, so you should know about right from wrong. And, you know, it's up to your defense attorney. Okay? It's up to your defense attorney. And so we would definitely see about that, what's going on. So we will keep y'all updated on this case. We will be going to the trial and see how this is going to play out. I do believe they're going to plea. It'd be stupid to plead not guilty and go to trial. Why roll the dice like that? I do believe that they're going to get some time. And the video is on Twitter. So it's out there. The video is on Twitter. So we're going to open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. But I do believe you need to be charged as an adult. I believe any child that commit these vicious acts, especially carjacking, all other type of crimes, the R word, murder, anything, charged as an adult. I do believe that. They need to be more tough on crime here in Chicago, honestly. Now, we're going to open back the phone lines and allow you all to call in. But I just had to read the article here to give y'all more context. And also, I know a lot of people they believe in what they believe in, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. You're going to believe in what you believe in. And I have to believe in what I believe in as well. And don't get on here cussing. You get on here cussing, I'm going to boot you off, okay? So you better hold them thoughts, okay? Unless you can super chat $100 to cuss. Or cash up $100 and you can cuss. All right, you cuss, you get off. Okay? I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever. All right, so we're going to open up the phone lines. The number is 972-674-9462. Let's call this person back. We got 2 callers that called in. Let's call them back right now. All right, give me a second. Hey.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. Can you mute me in the back?
Yes. Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So, I'm sorry I came in late on your live, but I see you got this young man picture up. And you know I'm from Chicago, so I'm familiar with this case, and I just want to talk about it a little bit.
Go ahead.
If that's okay. I heard the beginning of your live, and it seemed like you're very adamant about him getting charges pressed against him as well as the mom. I don't know, Wiley. That man could have been going to his car to get a gun to kill them. And so the fact that he killed that man, he probably saved him and his mom's life. And the thing is, if you punch somebody, you can't get mad that they choose to shoot you in retaliation, because let's be clear. If somebody punched my mom in the face and I got a gun, during that time, you're not thinking clearly. If I had a gun, I'll shoot him too, and shoot him dead. No lie. You know what I'm saying? It's traumatizing to see somebody, to hit your mother in front of you. You know what I'm saying? That man didn't have to do that. It's unfortunate that he lost his life, but I don't know. I don't feel sorry for him, because if you punch somebody, you can't get mad that they choose to shoot you back.
Well, we will see what they're going to say in a court of law. And then also the mother, which is not looking too good, because she wanted to order her son to take out the girlfriend for laughing.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She wanted her son to take out the girlfriend for laughing. So
right.
This mother, unfortunately, I do believe I don't think the mother's going to get off. It's a fighting chance. Just looking in the court. If he get it all depends on a good lawyer with a good story. Maybe the son can get some time. He may can get out scot-free. It depends on the jury and the lawyer, right? Depends on the deal. But I believe that mother, I don't think she's going to get out scot-free. I don't believe both of them going to get up. Somebody going to eat up sometime. That's what I believe. That's the hunch feeling that I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. I'm just saying that I'm sorry I can't be, so upset about him shooting that man. If you punch my mama in front of me, yeah.
And then in the article, it said the man was trying to leave. See, the issue is it's going to be difficult, man. It's like he was trying to leave. And the video displayed that. Like the video going around, he was leaving. And he continued.
But Wiley, this Chicago, you don't think that man probably had a gun?
But that's kind of hard to argue when somebody is trying to leave and then you delete them. It's just like he was no longer a threat to you. You understand what I'm saying? He's no longer a threat.
No, he was still a threat, and the reason being that what if he was going to his car to get a gun?
I understand that part, but he didn't go to his car to get no gun. He was deleted. And then when she told her son to go out to delete the girlfriend for laughing, this is not looking too good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that, because, that's not right. But what I'm saying is that I believe that young man, he could have possibly been going to his car to get a gun to retaliate. And so, I'm gonna kill you before you try to.
And so now this ain't. And see, one thing about it is This ain't no clear cut. If this was literally self-defense, like a self-defense thing, they wouldn't have never charged. This is Illinois. This is not Florida. Illinois, the laws are totally different here. And we only get one narrative. So there's no telling what other stuff we got before the live was recorded. Understand what I'm saying? Before the video came out. We don't have the surveillance footage, all of it. We only get bits and pieces of it. But regardless of what happened, they have literally are sitting in jail right now.
Yeah.
So this is very serious. This is very serious. And the family is trying to get sympathy and want people to donate. But as of right now, they only was able to raise $1,200.
Yeah, now that part I don't agree with. Because what are we donating money for?
And they keep saying the mother is so successful. She had multiple businesses and one successful business where she got $300,000 in the bank somewhere. And you had Maxwell Polish. I ain't no successful but going on Maxwell. I know they're not getting the Polish out with onions. Okay.
I don't know. The Polish is good.
The Polish are good, but listen to this. They're literally raising. Let's see how much money they raise. Because it could be $1,300. Let's see. Okay. Let me go to the page. And we're gonna click here. And I do feel sorry, the young man. Oh, they raised $5,000 right now, $5,135. They said we request the aid in reuniting our family. So I don't know if this is a legal defense fund, and I don't know who is Christopher. I don't know if that's a father or a brother to the family. They have the same last name. But I'm saying right now they raised $5,000. They said we appreciate you reading this. Oh, let me scroll up. Unfortunately, we face legal. Okay, we face legal expenses, and we need a qualified attorney, and they need more than $5,000. Way more than $5,000.
Well, I think the reason that people are donating is because that resonates with them. Like anybody, if you see your mom get hurt, just slightly, if you smack my mom in front of you and I got a gun, yeah, I'm gonna want to kill you.
Yeah, I hear your point. I wouldn't have done it. And I want, as a mother, I would have thought that she would have gone and did it herself, but she brought our baby in there, and it's just so. And now it's just sad because now you are all of this, the good work that he have done. Now he will be remembered if he get off scot-free. We're talking about a young black boy in a predominantly white system. So you know what I'm saying. Maybe he will not get an all black jury. Let's be clear on that. And if this go to trial, they may always going to offer a deal. We shall see. If this they're going to be gambling like their life away going to trial. I don't know. Do you think they should go to trial and fight these charges?
Yeah, I think so. And the reason being is that I think going to a jury, you're going to have people who understand how upset he was by seeing his mother get punched, because that man punched her more than once. So I don't agree with her telling him, go get the gun or whatever, but I mean, that's considered like a crime of passion, right? Because you see a mom being punched and you want to retaliate. It's unfortunate for him. But I can't say that I wouldn't understand the reason that he did it. Now the mama wanted him to shoot the girlfriend and all that. Now that's crazy. I don't agree with that at all. But yeah, if somebody punched my mom in the head and she told me, "Look, go get the guy," I'm going to get it, and I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna try.
It's really so sad because we gotta get the criminals off the street. Do believe the boy, he would have been a thug, ruthless gangbanger anyway. Because if he was able to listen to his mother, no telling the ruthless thugs in his neighborhood probably would have got him to do worse. I do believe he need to be off the streets. I do believe he need to be serving more than 50 years in prison, the mother life. And I do think they need to bring back the penalty here in this state, in Illinois, because this is the crime is very out of control in Chicago. And it's people that are 14 years old that are carjacking people. And they use these young guys because they get a slap on the wrist. I do believe the laws do need to change. And if I was a governor and a state representative, I would advocate for more tough sentencing for the young people. Because this whole thing for Kim Fox, this is why she's getting up out of here. This whole soft on crime approach, it don't work. Because what about the hardworking people in this city that work very hard. We want tough. We won't be tough on crime. And unfortunately, I don't believe this 14-year-old boy should get off scot-free. I do believe he should get a minimum of 20 years. His mother 50. But I do believe they should get off the street because she decided to sacrifice her son, future, and then wanted him to do more damage to the girlfriend. It's like, what other else have you told your son to do? And so I'm just not understanding it at all. And I will be covering this trial to the end. I will be covering it because it do need to be covered.
Riley, we're going to have to agree to disagree because for one thing, that wasn't no hard-working citizen just doing the right thing. You a grown-ass man who punched a woman a couple of times. You know, and like I said, that was my mama, and I had.
Was it worth for them to delete the person?
Look, in the throes, when you have these type of crimes, it's called crimes of passion, where people, you know, react without thinking. Yeah, because you know, if you choose to hit me and I choose to shoot you, well, you hit me first, so you can't, you know, get mad at how I choose to react. That's all I'm saying, Wiley. But I know and let somebody else call in.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in.
All right, Wiley. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go to the phone lines. Hold on. I got this phone line. Hold on. Let me go to this person first. Because they called in twice. There's a lot of people calling in. They called in. Hey, can you mute me in the back? Welcome to the Wiley Show.
What's going on, Wiley?
Hey, how you doing? And then people say he got the last name Wiley. They are Hood, Hood. Their last name is not Wiley. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just listening at the story, and I was kind of taking the woman's side when she first initially called in. But when you read the article, you know, what was the relationship with Hood and Brown? Does anyone know?
I don't know with the guy that was hitting her. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, with the guy that was beating her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were they in a relationship?
I don't know.
Were they lovers or?
Wow, that's a good question.
Because, you know, it's just strange for a man in a convenience store just to jump on a lady and just go to beating her. You know, so they must have known each other probably. And then, you know, for her to put her son in the line of fire and have him do the shooting. And if she had time to text him and tell him to get the gun, you know, why she didn't carry it out instead of putting her son in that position. You know, so you say the thugs off the street, you know, seem like all these people were thugs. The guy that they offed and the two that did the offing.
I agree. And this is why I stand on it, man. Because it's so sad the mother put her son to do this.
Yeah, that's horrific. You know, his whole life is probably gone down the drain.
It's so sad because he had a promising career. He was in Hollywood, done movies and all of this stuff. Now that's all a waste because the mother decided to put the burden on the son.
Yeah, and like you said, she should have defended herself. Mm-hmm. And she'll probably have a better chance of getting off.
Yes.
Than letting the son do the shooting, and then he chased him out after he was leaving. You know, you can't say that he probably was going to get a weapon. I mean, that's speculation. You can only assume what he was going to do because it didn't happen because he shot him again, you say.
Yeah, he did. He was shot. It's in the article. And in the video that you saw him leaving out. That's what they were playing on the media. You saw him leaving out and he was chasing him to do it again. It's so sad because you'd have to do that. And it's really sad that the mother put her baby up to do this.
Yeah, and then for him to do that, you know, he got a lot of guts. Just a regular 14-year-old, once they do the shooting and get him off your mother, y'all trying to get to safety, but then you chase him out of the convenience store. Nah, you just not no regular 14-year-old.
He felt comfortable in doing it. I agree.
Yeah. You know, that's not a baby. That's not my little 14-year-old niece and nephew running around here, you know, doing something like that. You know, chase them out and go finish him off. Oh no. It's a whole lot more to that. And then put a son up to do it, you know, wow. But I hope you keep us informed of what goes on with this story and keep reporting on it.
This thing has went national.
Oh wow, this is my first time hearing about it.
It went okay. They really been talking about in Chicago press, but it's went viral on social media, and now we talking about it. So yeah, it's going national now. People are talking about it more and more, and we will definitely keep y'all updated on all of this.
All right, then. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right.
Okay. All right. We got a lot more people that have called me. Give me a second here. Okay. Give me 1 second. And then the first caller, she called in twice again. So we're gonna bring her back on once I get new people. Then we'll go back to the original caller that called in. We'll bring her on. All right. I'm doing it one at a time because y'all calling in back to back. So I'm gonna have to call y'all back when you call in. So I'm calling this person back. Okay, I'm calling this person back. All right.
Please leave your message.
All right, they didn't answer, and I know they'll probably call back. All right, so I'm gonna go to this other caller that called in. I'm gonna call him back.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Wiley. And I'm gonna call that person back.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. How you doing?
Hey, I'm pretty good. Wally, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm not showing favoritism, but you're absolutely right. We have to know the definition of flight. Fight or, what is it? Fight or, flight or fight, if I'm saying that right. But what messed it up was she texted her son to go get the gun. So could that be premeditated murder?
Yeah.
Is another story if she already had the weapon on her person, and then she could do self-defense. Because any way you put that, he's in the wrong. Because once your back is turned, let's be. I mean, they're our own kind, but we have to call a spade. Because if a cop can't shoot someone in the back, once they fleeing away, doesn't give the right for this young man to do the same thing. Even though he's young, his mom is definitely in the wrong. I mean, I didn't even know about this until you talked about it, to be honest, because I'm out the loop here and there, job-wise. But it's crazy to me, this young man that didn't even live his life yet to the fullest.
Yes, and someone said this. Big Mama TV said, ignorance of the law, that boy not aware that he was not supposed to chase. Once the dude was no longer or a threat or no longer to be considered any threat legally. That's the part, yeah. Because that's why he got charged. It wasn't like the mom had weapon and he just grabbed it from the mom to defend his mother. He chased the guy.
And that's what he messed up on. I think he messed up on that as well. And to go get the weapon, you're 14. You're not even supposed to be touching a gun. In my humble opinion, I mean, I'm not a legal expert, but also, if she had because the prosecution could turn this and make no way out for them. Because if she had the opportunity to text, if that's 100% correct, she had the opportunity to call 911, and I rest my case. You get what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with you on that. And
there
that's
was so many loopholes that they could block them.
Yeah, and they charged them with murder. Like they're not. They charge. That's on there. And everybody that I'm talking to, they said the mama should eat that up.
Yeah, I feel sad. I mean,
it's
another story. Like I mentioned, that she would have had it on her person, but it wasn't on her person. They went to get it so it could be premeditated. You get what I'm saying? Because once you leave, you're going to get something, and then you coming back. It was planned, as opposed to it being on her.
It's so sad. That's why we had to cover this. I was looking for a trial to cover, and this just came across my desk. I said, "This is the trial that I will be covering."
But let's pray that he could get off. I mean, I don't want to see him in jail, but it's the law. Law is the law. But I do want to, because you talked on other topics as well.
Yeah, let me say this part. They said, "Oh, y'all just," yes. This is the court of public opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, Icon.
You're 1,000% correct.
No different than Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Remember, they were telling me that Tory Lanez was gonna get off scot-free. Remember that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And when it went to the courts, what did that jury say?
Guilt.
Okay. And they kept saying, "Oh, he gonna win," because it ain't about what we think. It's about, if this go to trial, it's about the jury, or you can have a jury trial or a judge trial. Just before this case, a police officer got off scot-free for punching a man or sitting on a man, I think punching or something like that, and the judge said not guilty. He didn't do anything. He was charged, and the police officer got out because he decided to do a bench trial. So the judge gave the order. So at the end of the day, we all make assumptions because this is our job on social media. But it's what they're going to decide in the courts. I do believe they're going to be off for a plea. I believe that 14-year-old boy.
But Wally, what would the plea be? Could you give it just a?
I think that the plea, they probably won't give him something for her. Maybe
how many years? I want to hear.
Probably about 10 years. They're gonna get more than 5.
But if they offering 10 years, do you think they should take it? Because if they go to trial and lose, it's going to be longer.
I would take it because the process
is going to be longer than 10.
Yeah, they really gonna go hard on the 14-year-old boy, and his burden is going to be
just to show other young youth in Chicago, being that you guys already have a high gun issue up there,
and very high. And I think with the young boy is, where is he going to be considered? Is he going to be charged as an adult or a juvenile? If a juvenile, he got a fighting chance. If he's charged as an adult, oh man, them chairs out the window. But we're gonna see, because
I'm not from Chicago. All the people protesting, or
nobody's no protesters. This is all on social media. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, they have to protest to show
nobody
have that he's a young boy.
Yeah, nobody.
You have to fight for
nobody have done massive protests.
If they're not doing it, the prosecutor's going to charge him as an adult.
They're going to charge him as an adult, because this ain't dealing with no police officer, right? This ain't, we black folks. And I gotta say this: some cases don't be much of an outcry when an officer not involved. When it's black on black, you don't get a lot of Ben Crump, Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson about radio.
Do you want Bill Crump number?
You said Ben. I get Big Crump and call him, but you don't hear no posts from Tamika Mallory. You know what I'm saying? Because this is black on black. You're not gonna really see an outcry like. That's why they didn't raise $100,000. If this was a police officer, it'd be different.
And I agree with you, because you said they're asking for 25, and someone said that because I didn't know he was an actor. That they're rich already, they have money, so why
they're not ask? Yeah, people kept saying the mom own multiple businesses, but how much did that multiple business gross? Everybody can have an LLC, that's easy, but how much is your LLC bringing in MONEY? Obviously, it ain't enough that you got seed money to get lawyers. We do know when you're taking on a murder trial, baby, you got to have bank.
Yes, you have, because there's a lot of paperwork, and then there's multiple court dates that you have to attend. The lawyer have to attend.
Witnesses, investigators. This time, and that's a lot of money, and you got 2 people, so you got to spend a minimum of $100,000 per person.
Yes.
So this ain't no carjacking. This ain't you stole somebody's shoe. This is a serious thing.
Yeah, I know, but you talked about other topics. So I want to.
Go ahead. I didn't know. I didn't know this was gonna blow up. I just talked about this because it was down my timeline all day. They were sitting all single day. This was down my timeline. So, and I saw it on the news. And you know, I'm subscribed to the Sun-Times and the Tribune. So that's all what was coming down my timeline. I said, this gonna be the first story. I didn't think this story that y'all are interested in. And I get why y'all interested, because most of y'all are black women. Y'all putting yourself in her shoes. You know what I'm saying? And let's bring Armon Wiggins page up. Hopefully y'all have the same respect of a black man calling black women bees.
Absolutely.
Y'all go watch that. So that's like the first start, because that's a part of abuse too that people forget about, verbal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
But I do want to say this to Armon Wiggins. You have to understand you have followers. You don't know all your followers. You might know one or two or three of your moderators. But the stuff that you say could also affect some people that watch you. For example, I did not like how you talked about Tasha K, thyroid, and all of this. Like, God forbid, your mom could get it. Your sister could get that stuff. I personally didn't like that, but that's you. We are two different people. But it's just sad. Like, the people that you probably want to interview in the future, or the people that probably you want them to host, they might have the stuff that you're talking about, but you did say this, you're going to tread lightly on the HIV, because I can't quote you 100%, but because, you know, you didn't want to get in big trouble, but you have to understand and think about the other stuff as well. Thyroid is a disease as well.
I hear.
And to Tasha K, she needs to simmer down as well with the F words. I understand what you said, like if a male could call a female a B, but she's been saying it too much now. Like, you know, like, I don't know, but I just wish everyone could get along, and I agree with you with that. I think it was some type of shade. I believe Millie did get played by Armon. He didn't call her name. He should have mentioned her name. You guys take photos together at the courthouse. You guys go to Thai or whatever the restaurant is. I mean, it's just a big thing. I kind of figured that he was using her. The first interview is on his platform. The second time is on his platform. Why not feed Milagro's platform so she could increase the subscribers as well? Because if I'm not mistaken, she's only at 60-something K, and he's at 100-something K. Like, where's the love for Milagro as well? Like, let both of you guys eat. Because I'm sure you made money off of her being on your page.
And I want to know why she deleted the live.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because she was talking about this and this situation.
You mean on Station Hat?
She was talking about on Station Hat last night, and she woke up at 7 a.m. talking about it.
Yes, what she said this morning was, because I know they had a falling out before, and she just went on the air and just talked about it. As opposed, she's going to do the higher role, to my understanding, and she's going to speak to him on the back end. But she was a little upset of the stuff that he was mentioning about, you know, whatever he was saying. But she should have saved it. Why not save it? It seems like you're chickening out. You're chickening out. We don't know, moderator, to chicken out. Keep it up. People want to know. It seems like you guys are hiding something.
You can sense it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hoping she's not scared of him now.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't even get that type of grace. I mean, this man called her bees and they did a show together. Like, I just don't understand this. Make me understand, because the audience is clearly not stupid. They see the shade. Either she playing dumb or she just like man to abuse her verbally. I just don't understand it. Because when I say something, it gets under her skin. When he says something, oh, let's go eat some French fries. I just don't understand it.
It's just crazy to me, because she's a strong Black woman, young at that. And we know her for her to talk her truth. We want to know. Don't talk in the back end. We want the front end.
Yeah, we want to out. See that? See, this is what they do. They did that stuff before. Remember that? It was with the Neek and all, and then they hurried up and rushed. Had a private phone, and now he didn't even name Neek name.
That's crazy. Well, she's another fool because if she don't see that, Armon don't see it for her. She's crazy.
You see that? She even remember how they rush to meet up and try to debunk us, and now they beefing. And they try not to beef to prove me right, but the people see it. The mob radio people, and it's a lot of them. I speak to them.
And you said they dragged her because I missed it last night.
They did. They dragged her mom.
No, they dragged him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it's already out there. Like the people, they see it, they ain't stupid.
That's crazy. And also, that interview, I can't wait for you to discuss that interview that they both did.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that interview and talk about it. Because it stems from that piece, because that's when Cardi
from what I remember from that interview, I think Armon was trying his best to have Milagro come on Cardi B side. And Milagro was trying to play it safe.
And then
but we don't know what's going on in the back end. But I think
he was he started spilling tea about Cardi, about how Cardi really not
with her party section.
Yeah.
And if you're a friend, you're supposed to be up there and you in the back. But I believe that Cardi B was paying attention to all those stuff. And then you speak it to her op.
Mm-hmm. Now we can't Armon. So let me tell you how foolish this is. King couldn't do that. Remember, King can't meet up
with the op.
With Armon Wiggins ops, but Armon does it.
It's crazy.
It's like I don't understand these weak people. You can say a lot of things about white, but I'm not weak. Ain't no way in the world that you're gonna hold all the cards and I gotta listen to you. I can't be around them type of people. And Armon is one of them type. He don't think it. He have delusion. He's very delusional because he's that way. He always, I don't want you to hang around people that's my ops, but he does it all day long.
I also don't know the story of Tasha K's father, but Armon was like throwing shade like, oh, my father just called me while he was live and said he loved me. He just called you just like that random?
It's just so sad.
He had a phone call. He put on mute.
He put on mute. So we don't know who that could have been. His boyfriend.
It could have been anybody.
It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Or it could have been allegedly Cardi B paying him to go off on Tasha K.
Absolutely.
Because he was hyper.
He
was really hyper. Can we see those Cash App receipts, please? We would like to see those Cash App receipts.
It's when I was looking at this situation, I was like, you know, that's when Armon is at his best, when he's drunk and high. You know, it's sad to say.
Yeah, and I love when you said when he has to go take a piss.
That's when he got the best content.
Just go ghetto.
Yeah, when he got that. When you have to pee, that means he was full before he even got on the live.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He was full. And that's when he got on, and that's when he do his best numbers. When he's calm, those are the least amount of views. When he's drunk and high, the views up there.
Also, Armon can't have it both ways. You're going to try to drag and read Saucy Santana, and at the end, you're simmering down on the beginning of the dragon. You can't have it both ways, sir. Drag him to filth, or don't drag him at all.
Drag him for filth, or don't drag him at all. And that is literally the key. Remember, he dragged Lotto, then he tried to make up with Lotto.
Yeah, like
it was too late.
You can't have both.
You destroy, but he always said, you can't destroy prison and think I'm gonna be cool with you. But you try to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was another thing I wanted to touch on, but I forgot on. But other callers call in. Let's make this a long show.
Yeah, I'm just when I was looking at that, when I saw that last night, I was literally not shocked because when he showed the stuff to detect
The
fentanyl,
I don't even know what it's called, but to test the thing to have it.
what average person have that on there?
I don't know. I know sometimes they do have outreach that hand it out, but that's rarely. I don't see that.
No. Why would you even admit and put something out? Like, I told you, he was not thinking clearly. And then when he sober up, oh man, I'm gonna go on a new direction. I'm gonna read some Cardi. I'm gonna go on a sabbatical. He always go on spiritual journeys. I ain't gonna name all the YouTube on a different journey. I work with different artists. You know what I'm saying? He try to change it up. Then a view drop, check get low. He go right back to what he know best, dragging black women. He does that just like Tasha. She said, I'm going on the spirit. No, you ain't. You done got some type of surgery. Some you got. You can't really show yourself. And you talking about you on a spiritual journey.
Wait, did you see her last post that her team allegedly put out? I don't know if it was really her or her team.
It was her team. They proved it was her words, but her team making it seem like her team telling her what to do. That's
also, you mentioned her daughter. What happened with her daughter? I know you said that you wanted her to stay off of the internet.
Oh no, I told her daughter to keep her daughter off the internet because people was dragging her. Child Protective Services was coming after Tasha. She was.
But anything recently or no?
No, nothing recently. They're just posting old videos of her daughter saying, "You lie. You just want to be on your phone."
Oh, they posting her old.
Yeah, you don't want to sing no Christmas carol. You're lying. So they're posting like old, which is so sad. They got her daughter voice on that, and she's in high school. But this is the mother that you have, unfortunately. And this is all on the internet. And so this is just being dragged on for hours upon hours and hours. And our mind is still upset because I think the drugs allegation got to him. Remember that? The drug, you finally have to address the drug allegation.
But my thing, I don't think people should have to say allegedly because even though you did it or you admit that you did coke.
You admit. And then he sold drug stuff to detect fentanyl.
You might have not done it currently, but you've done it. So there's no.
He done it currently. He was did it before he did that. He took a whole line. Before he did that line, that man was lit, cussing.
But he said he doesn't do. But the way that he made it seem like he never the way that he made it seem like he never done that.
Man, them people say you whole lie, you are that. I mean, he took off his shirt.
I didn't see that part. They also said that he used to throw SEX parties, or he used to attend. That was back in the days, you remember?
Yeah, he used to attend that. Yeah, he even admitted and told me that he attend those type of things. Yeah, he does it. He loves sex. He have denied that. And he gets mad at me because he said, I just put it out there. You go to these parties and stuff like that. All that lovey-dovey stuff. But he don't want his boyfriend to do all that type of stuff, which is stupid.
Which is crazy. And you also mentioned something about about King.
Yeah,
he said something about the fat boy. He said something.
He did say something about if that fat boy said it. He was talking about King, and King is weak, and he don't know how to go. Just weak.
This is the best time to go at it. It's hot. You don't know how to make money. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but I'm here for it, Wally. I'm going back in the bushes so we can have other callers call.
Okay, because he be worried about Jaguar, right, and all that type of stuff. And
that story's played out. I'm tired of her.
I'm tired. I don't talk about it because I'm tired.
We need new stuff.
Yeah, I'm tired of
new seasoning. All right, Wally.
All right. Bye-bye. They said, you mean she was giving up at the time facility connects with I was annoyed because he dragged us and kept dragging. It was like all the way he talked about as well. But Saucy Santana did get his so yeah, Saucy did get his fellas. Okay, do we have anybody else that wants to call in? Oh, we have one more person. I'm sorry. Let me bring this person on. And I think I'm gonna go back to the original caller. I'm gonna bring this person on. And because she called in about 5 times. All right, we live, y'all. Let's see if they answer. All right. And then we got another person, the original caller that called in. She called in 4 times, so we're gonna bring her back on.
Please leave your message
All
for.
right, there the answer. All right, there. I think that's it. And then we're gonna go on the members only.
The party you are trying to.
All right. All right. I just want to make sure we called everybody back. Okay, I see everybody in here. Thank y'all so very much for that. We're gonna go live. Hopefully, it's not too late for me to hit the Zoom. Let me make sure it's my Zoom working. Hold on. We're gonna go live on Zoom. Is it work? It should work. Okay, let me go and post this on here. Hold on 1 second. Y'all, I gotta post my Zoom on here for all the members that's on here. Let me do this really quickly. Hold on. Okay. Do this really quickly. All right. Let me drop this in here. All right, I'm going to drop it in the chat here because we're going to start going live. Let me put this in here for the members. I'll put this in here for the Patreon people as well because we're going live over here with you guys, okay? All right, we're going to join us on Zoom. Get your memberships. And I really want to have a conversation about love making. And then I just want to just get y'all advice. So we're going to definitely talk about that. Let me drop this in here for the members. We make sure it's just for the members only. We're going to definitely get into that. Okay. Okay, let me go on my Patreon. Let me drop it in there for them. And then I'm going to, if you need me to email you, you got to show me that you're on there because y'all should get it. All right. All right, let me drop it in here. And then if anybody, if you have any issues, you got to show me a receipt that you are a member and we can send it to you. But you got to show me proof that you are a member. All right. All right. Okay, I know I got to DM one of my members because they only like it when I DM them this. Okay. Do that. Let me DM them this. Okay. Let me see. We about to go live. Okay, let me put this. Okay, let me DM this. All right, let me DM this to this person. Okay, y'all ready for the Zoom? Okay. All right, good night. If you going to bed, we going to Zoom, okay? I want to give you all right. Do everybody have it? I want to make sure, give y'all a couple of minutes, let everybody know. Hold on, let me see who that is at my door. All right, I want to make sure we got everything together. Okay. All right, so we good. Okay. We got everything together. All right. So everybody there? All right. So make sure y'all go check out our website, www.wilderthetroll.com. Also, if you want to become a member, we got the membership link here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the membership. We're going to do a Zoom, and we will see y'all actually on Zoom right now. Thank y'all. Thank you so very much, Tasha. Also, really quickly, I want to make it a quick announcement. We will be in Vegas the first weekend in October. First weekend in October. I want to make sure we post that flyer in there really quickly. And that will be October 6th to the 9th. We'll be doing October 6th to the 9th. If you want to attend, please RSVP WileyShowProduction@gmail.com. Thank you so very much for those that have already done it. We will see y'all there. Whether it's 2 or 3 people, we're going to have a good time. All right. You can cash app us $ Marquise Wiley 28, and we definitely see y'all there. And yes, we will see y'all over there or with my members. Okay. And we will talk to y'all soon. Make sure y'all get your membership. And yes, we will see y'all then. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. See y'all later. Bye, YouTube. All right, members, get ready. I'm going on live right now.